Now, the UpNorthSportsRadio.com pregame show with Rich Calkins and J.J. Rowell, presented by Source Julian. Source Julian has been Northern Michigan's premier dealer for fireplaces and alternative heating solutions for many years. Check them out at SourceJulian.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Up North Sports Radio. J.J. Rowell alongside Rich Calkins, as tonight your Traverse City West Titans have returned to the comfy confines of Thurlby Field to welcome the Mount Pleasant Oilers to town.
Yep, that's right, J.J. A couple of week road trip there. West goes 0-2, so it's good to be back here on home turf. This Mount Pleasant team, they lost a couple of games early in the season, but they won 3 in a row recently, and they're sitting right up towards that top part of that Saginaw Valley League. And I tell you, West here, it's homecoming this week, JJ, really looking to get back into that winning side of things.
The atmosphere is excited, the students are excited, the coaches, the players, everybody's got this air of optimism about them here at Thurlby Field.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's what happens when you come back, when you've been gone for a few weeks on the road. So, yeah, really looking forward to this great home crowd that we have here at Thurlby Field. It's a great night for Friday night high school football.
All right, we've had some light rain showers pass over, but the sun is setting over the hill, and we are about 13 minutes away. So we're going to step aside, get a quick break. When we return, Rich, you sat down and had a conversation with Coach James Wagner. We'll have the Coach's Corner up next. You're listening to UpNorthSportsRadio.com.
Source Julian is your fireplace expert in Traverse City, the only dealer to offer the entire line of Cozy Heat fireplaces. Whether gas or wood burning, indoor or outdoor, Cozy Heat has traditional and modern options. And Source Julian can help you design and install your custom creation and make your Northern Michigan home a truly special retreat. Imagine all the lazy days and magical nights in front of your custom-built Cozy Heat fireplace. Visit Source Julian in Traverse City or SourceJulian.com.
Jimmy John's is proud to support TC West football. Try the new Jimmy John's Mediterranean chicken or veggie wraps. So healthy and so delicious. Pair it with a side of pita chips with Sabra roasted red pepper hummus. With lots of classic favorites or the new wraps menu, there's so much to love at the 2 Jimmy John's locations in Traverse City. Easy to pick up, and of course they always deliver freaky fast. The player and parent of the game is presented by Jimmy John's of Traverse City.
It's been said that no American can go through a day without using a product grown or produced in Michigan. Well, if you live in Michigan, you shouldn't go through a day without the protection of Farm Bureau insurance. I'm Ben Amon, Farm Bureau. We serve only Michigan, so we know what Michigan needs. We know and we understand you. We protect you. For pure Michigan-based protection, call me, Ben Amon, in Traverse City at 231-735-3127. Or Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company, 231-735-3127.
When it's time for a change, head to J-Lube, where Northern Michigan changes their oil. With 4 clean, convenient locations in TC and Williamsburg and a handy, knowledgeable staff, J-Lube is ready to keep you rolling. They check all the fluids, filters, and get you back on the road in 20 minutes or less. You also get a free car wash certificate, so your outside is as ship-shape as your insides. Open 8 to 6 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. It's J-Lube for a change that'll keep your car or truck running like it should. Visit jlubeservices.com for your nearest location.
The construction is winding down, but we're just getting started with new fall flavors at Bay Bread Company in Traverse City. Caramel apple muffins and sweet rolls, pumpkin scones and coffee, just to name a few. Stop in during the month of September. Buy 3, get 1 free on cinnamon rolls, sticky buns, scones, and muffins. Visit baybreadco.com for more details and upcoming baking classes. Baybreadco.com, we're baking our buns off for you every day at Bay Bread Company in Traverse City.
Hi, this is Jason at the Camera Shop in downtown Traverse City. It's hard to believe the Camera Shop has been a staple in Traverse City now since 1938. Since taking the store over in 2008, I've evolved and expanded the Camera Shop to offer the best price, service, and product we can. As we have now for years, besides selling cameras at internet low prices, we also transfer all media to digital. Slides, old home movies, videos and audio tape, even cell phone files now. Restored and preserved for future generations to enjoy. All work is done in-house. Our newest evolution is Fusion Fine Art Framing and Gallery. We now offer full custom picture framing at our sister store located directly above the camera shop. Fusion Fine Art Framing and Gallery, striving to be the area's finest quality picture framer with over 6,000 options and a range of prices for anyone's budget. So just remember, for anything at all related to art, photos, or video, let us take care of your every need. The Camera Shop and Fusion Fine Art Framing and Gallery, where quality and service still exist.
It's time for the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Michigan Trailers in Traverse City. Sales, service, parts, and more, Michigan Trailers has your hauling solution. Coach James Wagner joining us as usual on the Coach's Corner. And Coach, went back down to Midland last week, played a Dow team that probably played their best game of the season, and we came up on the short end of a score.
Yeah, I mean, give Dow credit. I mean, they were able to execute when they needed to. Yeah, they're a good team. I mean, they definitely have some players. That quarterback is the real deal. He can make some throws that are they're very good. I know we didn't know necessarily if he was going to be playing that night or not. He got knocked out, I think early second quarter against Central. And obviously that changed their whole entire game plan when he got knocked out. And so we didn't know if he was going to be back in or not. But we planned like he would be in there. And, I give them credit. They had a nice solid game plan against us. And we didn't execute. We didn't execute on a couple different areas on special teams, defense and offense. I mean, we just had a pretty off night, and we were still able to do some good things. I felt like we dropped a lot of passes and shot ourselves in the foot with penalties. And it was just a frustrating night in that regard. And when you do that and you don't execute and you shoot yourself in the foot like that, I think it's really hard to win games. And so, and that happens, it does happen from time to time, but, it just all kind of came to head there that night. And, it was an unfortunate night for West. And, we're looking to try and get back on track here. I mean, obviously started off 3-0 and have played some good teams here in the middle stretch, and two that we felt we could and possibly been on the other side of it, and potentially three, but definitely two. We could have been on the other side in the win column there and didn't come through. And it's like this team is in this league. Honestly, it's like you can win every week, you can lose every week. I mean, you have to be. That's where the margin of error is so much thinner when you raise the level of competition, right? And so, and honestly, it's like you look at it from a postseason perspective of like, these are the type of games where it's like training you to be in those games where you need to learn how to execute and be on your game. Because if you're not, you're going to get, you're not going to have another week when it comes to the playoffs. You got to be able to execute. And so hopefully we're learning from it, and we're fixing the wrongs here headed into our homecoming game, which, has fired up our guys a little bit and kept them definitely engaged this week. And they're hungry. I mean, they're hungry to want to get back out there and get this taste out of their mouths and just get back out there and compete together. So we're looking forward to another opportunity to compete.
Yeah. And Coach, one aspect you have to be happy with, you thought they would come back down to Midland and be hungry, and they did score first. They got punched in the first touchdown.
Yeah.
And so that was a positive sign, as them being able to get rolling there offensively initially.
Yeah, I thought so. It's interesting you bring that up. I've brought that up to our guys here throughout the week as well. Like, I feel like we have been very good at coming out of the gates and being able to play strong and fast. I think even against Midland, we were on, I think we scored first against Midland as well. And so we started both those games very strong, right? And then we kind of had this dip in the middle of the game where things didn't go our way in both of those games. And then we would finish strong. Like, I felt like against Midland, we finished strong and were able to punch it in there late, didn't convert on the 2-point conversion. And then, against Midland Dow last week, we were able to move the ball in the second half offensively, had a touchdown that got called back due to a penalty for us. And then, we're able to get the ball back in our possession, went down and scored that drive. And so we were finishing strong there in the second half, but we had this just dip in the middle of the game. And And I said, we need to be able to address that as a team and being able to focus and centerize on, yes, we start fast, but we need to climb and continue to get better and better as we go throughout each quarter. And so we can't have these dips. You can't have dips in the middle of games. You got to continue to put the pedal to the floor and accelerate throughout a contest. So, that was kind of a focus and just a point that we addressed as a coaching staff this week of like being able to centerize our attention around the middle parts of practice and be able to make sure that that was something that we could focus our energy towards so that we don't have these dips in the games, because it's been evident the last 2 weeks of that's where we started strong, dipped, and then tried to rally late, and that makes it really tough on a team when you're trying to do that. To try and win a game. So yeah, we're hoping to, obviously addressing those things, and, they're kids at the end of the day that are trying to learn how to win. And, we're not there yet, and we're working toward that. And, learning experiences always happen when you're losing. Right. And so,
Right.
or at least the biggest ones do. And I think that's true to not only football, but life as well. And so, trying to take these times that we haven't been winning and really exploit the problems within our teams, and being able to, take it back out to the gridiron on Friday and see if we're growing, and that's, it's a really, a season is such a journey. It's such a journey of the ups and downs and being able to fight through those things and kind of discovering who you are as a team, and, trying to find the sweet spot as you head into the last third of the season here. Can you address those things? Can you, make it right so that you can finish strong in this last third and make a push for the playoffs? That's what's in front of us. Those are all the things that are in front of us here against teams that are going to be competitive and going to be giving us challenges, but are also teams that we can win. Like, again, anyone within our conference can win on any given night. It's definitely possible, and I think it's more evident than ever this year. So it'll be interesting to see how things unshake in the next 3 weeks, but I'm excited for Mount Pleasant. I'm excited for our homecoming and just being able to get back out there and see where my team's at.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned it. Mount Pleasant, a team that's always in the thick of things in the Saginaw Valley League for sure. A team that lost a couple of games early on, but they've won 3 in a row. Now they're sitting at 4-2. And I also know a coach in Jason McIntyre, a coach that you have a lot of respect for.
Yeah, Jason, he does an incredible job. Excuse me. He's just a smart coach. If that guy doesn't end up in the Michigan Coaching Hall of Fame someday, I'd be shocked. He's just a great coach. He knows, even when he has down years, and he knows how to utilize his guys and put them in places that are going to be tough for a defense to adjust to. And he just knows the game very well, and he knows how to get his guys into a position to have success. And so, yeah, Mount Pleasant's always a team that's going to be solid no matter what, and they're well coached, they're disciplined, and he gets those guys prepared. They're obviously sitting at 3-0 in the last 3 weeks, and they've got the momentum pushing towards their way in terms of that regard. But we, at the same time, I just trust my guys. I really trust the kids that, I know the guys that are bought in and the guys that are wanting to go out there and compete, and they're going to give it their all. And it's like when I know and see that within my kids, I feel that like we have a chance to compete with anybody. And it's just a matter of, are things going to fall our way? Are we going to limit the mistakes that we have created for ourselves? And so if we can do that, we can compete with anybody. But when it's us that is self-inflicting upon ourselves, like that's where it makes it really hard for any team to win. So, we got focused on us, and, Mount Pleasant's going to be a challenge, but, if we do the things that we're supposed to do and are being taught to do, then I like our chances. So we'll see what happens. Take one play at a time, one drive at a time, and we'll see what happens.
Head coach James Wagner of Traverse City West, best of luck on Friday night. And thanks for joining us on the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Michigan Trailers in Traverse City. As always, go Titans.
Go Titans. Yeah.
And go Tigers, too.
Yeah, that's good. That's right. Yeah, go Tigers. They're off and running, too. So we need a little bit of their momentum. they got. So hopefully we can catch a little bit of that. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys, and we'll see you after.
All right, sounds good. James Wagner from Traverse City West.
Michigan Trailers near Chum's Corners is having an end of the summer sell down right now. Over $5,000 off of the tremendous selection of trailers in stock and ready to roll. All prices are clearly marked on over 150 units. The best selection of utility trailers plus the best service, parts, and accessories, all at Michigan Trailers on US 31 South across from Menards in Traverse City. Visit in person or online 24/7 at MichiganTrailers.com. Let's go Titans! TCAPS is proud to introduce an exciting new high school educational program, the first of its kind for Northern Michigan. The Compass Learning Center is a personalized online and hybrid learning experience for high school students to earn their diplomas. Students can now complete their coursework on a schedule they choose. They complete the work online and drop into school when they need assistance and tutoring. Visit learningwithcompass.org or call 231-933-5890 for the details.
Some say there's no such thing as a bad pizza, but at Charles & Reed Detroit Pizza, they say only pizza perfection will do. Charles & Reed, in the alley, downtown Traverse City, has taken Detroit-style pizza to its highest form. Do you have a palate ready for adventure? Choose the unique weekly special and expand your taste buds, or get your pie made to order just for you. Dine in or call to order for pickup, 231-252-3497, Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 9. See the menu at charlesandreed.com. As soon as school is back in session, it's not too early to book your family's winter holiday travel or even your spring break getaway. Fly from TVC Cherry Capital Airport in Traverse City, your hometown airport. TVC is total value and it's convenient. Book your holiday and spring break getaways while seats last on Allegiant, American, Delta, and United. Fly nonstop to the sun, or with just one stop, TVC gets you anywhere you want to go. Visit tvcairport.com.
As the last locally owned new car dealer in Traverse City, Williams Chevrolet is proud to support the Traverse City Titans and all the hardworking folks here in TC. That's Williams' main focus, taking care of our fellow Michiganders and making friendships every day. Williams stocks the most popular brands, Honda, Kia, and Chevrolet, and the Chevy lineup includes a huge stock of rugged Silverados, Blazers, and Equinox. So visit Williams on US 31 or always at williamschevy.com.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. JJ Rowell, Rich Calkins, as your Traverse City West Titans make their way onto the field. And tonight they will take on the Mount Pleasant Oilers, Rich.
Yeah, that's right. Mount Pleasant coming into this contest at 4-2. West sitting at 3-3. So, yeah, should be a great battle here tonight, JJ.
All right, let's talk about the keys to the game, brought to you by Williams Chevrolet, locally owned and operated, community-focused, and dedicated to providing quality products and services at the best value while delivering complete customer satisfaction. Williams Chevrolet in Traverse City, right next to the Grand Traverse Mall, servicing all of Michigan's, northern Michigan and the Upper Peninsula. Rich, what are the keys to the games for the Titans to get a W?
Okay, we need to do a better job of controlling the passing game of Mount Pleasant. I'm sure they saw the tape of Midland Dow last week and how effective they were in throwing the ball over the middle, out to the sidelines, moving the chains consistently with the passing game. So West needs to do a better job in stopping the pass. If they do that, they should come out with a big win here tonight at Thurlby Field.
Now let's talk about our coin toss, brought to you by Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations. Check out what Nicolay Bank has to offer at nicolaybank.com. Rich, how did the coin toss fare for the Titans?
That's right. That took place earlier. West won the toss and is going to defer until the second half. So that means Mount Pleasant will be receiving and moving left to right across our video screen.
As the band makes their way off the field, Roman Leask is lined up at the tee. Looks like he'll be the one kicking off for the Titans tonight. And, you know, when they flipped the coin, the wind was going that direction. Now it seems to be swirling back this direction. Those
it's a wild
gales
one.
of October are getting us.
For sure. That is so true. Gusts up to 25 miles an hour here tonight at Thurlby Field. And like you said, it's switching direction every couple of minutes. So it's going to be a wild one here at Thurlby Field, JJ.
I think the words ground and pound are going to be in our vocabulary.
Yes.
So there's the kick. Roman Lease puts it downfield to about the 8-yard line, and we are underway. Oilers bring it out to the 20, and they'll get taken down right quick by Braden Popa.
Yeah, Braden Popa, not afraid to play a little special teams. One of our linebackers there, running down on the tackle after a nice kick by Roman Leask.
So Titans will open up on defense. We've seen a little bit about these Mount Pleasant Oilers, Rich, and we know they like to put the ball in the air, and they like to do it across the middle of the field.
They do, and they start off with trips off to the right away.
Oilers starting shotgun formation. They'll hand it off, go right up the middle, and not go very far, thanks to Mr. Jackson Gallagher on the tackle.
Jackson Gallagher, been one of the more consistent players all year long. Really has done a great job along that defensive front.
So that's going to be a 2nd and 8. Ball now on the 25.
Colton Core checks in as Isaiah Fox checks out. Colton Core coming back out. Isaiah Fox going back in. The old switcheroo.
You thought we had us figured out, didn't we?
Just when you thought you had it figured out.
4-man front for the Titans. They'll put one in the air. That'll be caught. Oh, and just off the fingertips. And down goes Chance Warner.
Yep, great defense by Chance Warner on that pass. The pass was a little high, and Chance made sure there was no chance of the receiver catching the ball.
Coach Wagner meets him on the sideline and tells him, good job, young man.
That's right. Of course, West in their home green uniforms here tonight, and Mount Pleasant in their road whites bringing up 3rd and long.
Looks like we'll get 3 men down front for the Titans at a 3rd and 8. There's the snap. He rolls out to his right. He's got pressure. He's down in the backfield. Jackson Gallagher with the sack.
I tell you, mentioned his name already a couple of times with the sack in the backfield. An obvious punting situation for Mount Pleasant. Jackson Gallagher getting it done.
So Drew Esper will step to just beyond the 50 into Titan territory.
You know the nice thing about Jackson Gallagher is, and he's only a junior, JJ, he'll be back for more next year.
So they'll be punting from about the 1-yard line of the Oilers. There's the snap. The pooch is up. That's going to land about the 40. And Esper touches it. And thankfully, it looks like Drew's going to cover that one up, and it'll still be Titan ball.
Whew. Ooh, that was close. Close
Scared
to
me.
giving it back up, but we do maintain possession. So great field position starting in Mount Pleasant territory on our first possession.
So Titans will get it inside Oiler territory. 1st and 10 from the 46. Hendricks in his shotgun formation. Got Sowers right behind him. Esper and Core to his right. He'll hand it off to Sowers. They head up that right side. And
hey, keep those legs a churning,
Charlie Sowers choo-choo, and he'll get it down to a 2nd and 7. Or a 2nd and 3. 7-yard gain.
Yeah, great job by Charlie Sowers. They're running with both hands on the football, both arms surrounding the football. And checking in, and now at running back, it looks like Cade Lorentz getting some time in the backfield.
Hendricks has Esper and Core to his left. They'll give it to Laurent, and he will get taken down in the backfield and go down for a couple.
Yeah, 2 Oilers were in there on top of Cade Laurent before he could just got the football. Their missed assignment there at that point. It's going to bring him 3rd now and medium for West, about 5, maybe 6 yards to go.
Ball marked at the 41. Sowers in the backfield. All right, lines up off that right side tackle. There's the snap, hands it to Sowers. They go off that right side tackle. There goes Sowers. He gets it across, and that is a Fox Grant Traverse Ford Lincoln 1st down for your Traverse City West Titans.
I love it. 2 carries by Charlie Sowers, and he's going to move the chains himself with a little help from that offensive line and them blocking as well. But big 1st down.
Ball now marked at the 35-yard line. Titans have everybody loaded to the left. Hand it off to Sowers, faked it. There goes Hendricks up the right. He spins out, and Owen Hendricks gets a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down.
Yeah, Owen Hendricks has that little more escapability, a little bit of spinorama action there to his run game. And so great job on the read option that time by Charlie Sowers, as Owen Hendricks, as he put it in the belly of Charlie Sowers and took it out and kept it himself.
Ball now on the 24. Titans marching. There's the snap. They will give it to Sowers. He heads up off the left side tackle and is going to put 4 to 5 yards down. And we'll take it.
Yeah, we will. Heck yeah, on first down, 4 or 5 yards.
They're giving him 2nd and 6. Ball on the 20.
As the Titans look to the sideline for the play call. As the West coaching staff, 3 dressed in white there, giving different signals.
Sowers on the left side. Hand it off to him. He goes up the right, follows his lineman.
And that's Brady Vaughn.
That's Brady Vaughn. I thought I saw 56. Brady Vaughn leads the charge.
His initial action of his senior year, recovering from a knee injury. Good to have Brady out there.
And that's another Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down. Shop online anytime or get a Fox Cash offer for your vehicle at FGTFord.com. Titans, ball on the 11, first down.
That's right. They can get a first down at the 1 if need be.
So nice to see Brady Vaughn back in uniform.
True that.
This time they fake it. There goes Hendricks on his own. He gets grabbed, but Owen Hendricks puts a few yards downfield.
Carrying out the block over there was Roman Leask, making sure the Mount Pleasant player was going to be taken out of the play completely.
Beautiful thing about having Brady Vaughn back on the field is nobody's seen him this year.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He can bring a spark to that offensive line. There they go. Ball on the ground. Esper will pick it up, and we've got a flag.
So let's see what this flag is in the area of holding, but let's see what they're going to call. See if our referees are mic'd up here tonight. Let's see.
We were in the hallway together. He is.
Is he? Okay, good. Yep, it is a hold. They're asking Mount Pleasant if they want it, and they probably will take the penalty because the initial call is going to be holding against West.
Shh.
Yeah, right.
That was on Brady Vaughn.
It was.
Hey, can we give the guy a break?
Yeah, this is his first game action here.
So that's going to bring the ball back to the 18. 2nd and 17 for the Titans.
So he's missed time all summer, of course, all throughout the fall. And again, week 7 now, he's getting his first action here.
Hendricks gets it. Hands it off to Mink. Mink with a big
Look at him
and he's
run.
just
Oh, my
driving
gosh.
those legs.
I tell you, talk about tough runner and Cameron Mink getting down
Them
there.
double twos will run you right over.
Wow.
So that's going to be about 3rd and 1. Not quite the first down, but you're 2 yards away.
He came through that hole and said, respect my authority. A 15-yard gain on that play by Cameron Mink.
They'll keep Mink in the backfield. Hendricks on his own behind Mink, and he dives. Just short, but enough for a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down.
I think so. I think it's going to be a 1st and goal. That's right.
Yes, it is. So, Titans get 4 chances with less than a yard to go.
That's right. Let's punch it in here and go from there. Here we go.
There it is. Hendricks
into the end zone.
Takes him over. Owen Hendricks, first score of the night for the Titans. Owen Hendricks dropping the shoulder.
Yeah, officially a 1-yard keeper by Owen Hendricks. Gets into the end zone. West up 6-0 as they are doing the swinging gate once again.
5:47 to go in the first quarter. Titans bringing it back in. And it looks like we're going for it.
Looks like they are going to go for two. The conventional
Hendricks
way.
takes it. They're going to swing wide left. Hendricks goes. He pushes. Does he get it?
Nope.
And the sideline says no. So 5:47 left to go in the first quarter. Titans lead 6-0. You're listening and watching Up North Sports Radio.
TCAPS is proud to introduce an exciting new high school educational program, the first of its kind for Northern Michigan. The Compass Learning Center is a personalized online and hybrid learning experience for high school students to earn their diplomas. Students can now complete their coursework on a schedule they choose. They complete the work online and drop into school when they need assistance and tutoring. Visit learningwithcompass.org or call 231-933-5890 for the details.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. That was a TVC Airport timeout. Fly from Northern Michigan's hometown airport. Fly in Legion, American, Delta, Sun Country, and United. And visit TVCAirport.com. Plan your next vacation, Rich.
Yeah, exactly. Always great to fly out. Cherry Capital TVC there. And it's always good to talk on my game notes here. And the first notes I put down there is a West touchdown. So off to a 6-0 start with 5:47 left here in the first quarter.
Roman Leask will be doing the kicking duties for the Titans once again.
He kicked it deep on the opening kickoff.
The bleacher creatures cheering him on here at homecoming. There's the kick from Leask, and that's going to soar to about the 10-yard line on the left side. And a whole mess of Titans, including Roman Leask. Oh, we've got a flag on that.
Yep, throwing a little bit near the rugby scrum down there. Let's see what it's going to be. Is it a block in the back, a hold, a face mask?
Looks like they're pointing our way.
Yeah. Could be all kinds of things.
So let's see what the laundry is, although they are going over to Coach Wagner.
Face mask, West, yep. So that's going to increase the field, already solid field position. Now they're going to start at their own 37.
Only a 5-yard walk-off for that one. Ball will be placed at the 37 for the Oilers.
The non-personal foul type of face mask.
As you would say, Rich, they've got trips spread out there to the left. One man in the backfield. There's the snap. He drops back, puts it out to the flats where they are promptly met by Cameron Mink.
I tell you, getting it done, Cameron Mink.
That kid is on fire.
Love to see it, Cameron Mink, and his development here in his junior year.
2-yard loss for the Oilers, so that'll be a 2nd and 12.
So a couple of juniors are saying Jackson Gallagher and Cameron Mink. Again, both juniors are calling their numbers and saying their names a whole lot here early in this contest.
3-man front for the Titans. There's the snap. They'll put it out to the flats where they had 3. They run into Titans and go nowhere fast. Drew Esper.
Well defended that time.
So they're going to give them forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
That's right. Esper and Noah Duman in on the tackle. Big third down play here. 3rd and 10. I tell you, Mount Pleasant, their first couple of possessions, they've been in 3rd and long here. There's, again, these first couple of possessions, again, with just a few minutes left here in this first quarter.
Colton Core checked out. Fox checked in. You know when he's coming in, you're getting a 4-man front. There we go. Oilers out wide, put it in the air. It's caught.
Ooh, that's going to be close to that first down.
They're giving it to him.
They are. He's going to say, move those chains.
So the Oilers get a first down, stay just that side of the 50-yard line out to the 47.
Give that wide receiver credit for just getting to that first down marker, turning around. And the quarterback, Ian Durramity, the grandson of Herb Durramity, long CMU legend coach there in the Hall of Fame. His grandson put it right on the numbers.
What do you want to bet next year he goes across the street when he graduates?
The last Mount Pleasant quarterback last year went across the street. He's got a scholarship to play at CMU.
There they run it up the middle. Big hole. He breaks free.
Cutting against the grain, I guess.
Going against it, but he gets across the 50 into Titan territory. Finally brought down by Jackson Gallagher. I mean, there's a flag on the play at the end, but he ran every direction but the right way.
That was Cole Phillips, a 5'7", 160-pound senior for Mount Pleasant.
They're not moving the sticks, so I think this might be coming back.
It might be. They might have got a hold at the end there, but wow, did that kid put in an effort there. He ended up running for 20-some yards, but he probably ran 60 yards
to
total.
Get to 20.
Yeah.
So that was on the Oilers. That one's getting marched back. As our bleacher creatures so fond to remind them that you just can't do that. Second and 2, ball on the Titan 45.
I think they called it, it's first, I think they said first down still because it picked up the actual first down, then marched off the penalty.
I see.
So it's 1st and 2. You don't see this very often, Jay. 1st and 2.
Again, your Titans still lead 6-0.
We got a timeout, Mount Pleasant.
So, with 2:51 to let go in the first quarter, we'll take a TVC Airport timeout and be back on UpNorthSportsRadio.com.
Michigan Trailers near Chum's Corners is having an end-of-the-summer sell-down right now. Over $5,000 off of the tremendous selection of trailers in stock and ready to roll. All prices are clearly marked on over 150 units. The best selection of utility trailers, plus the best service, parts, and accessories, all at Michigan Trailers on US 31 South, across from Menards in Traverse City. Visit in person or online 24/7 at MichiganTrailers.com. Let's go Titans!
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com from a TVC Airport timeout. Go to TVCAirport.com to book your next vacation. 2:51 to go in the first. Titans up by 6. Oilers with the ball at a 1st and 2. Drop back, looking for a pass, puts one up in the air, big, wide open, and just beyond his fingers.
Yeah, he had a couple of yards on the West defender there for sure, and but they just couldn't connect. Ball going to continue now. They went for that big play because, again, when it's 1st and 2, you got
a long way.
2nd and 2, you can still do that. You can go for another deep play because you know you're going to probably go for it and 4 down. So, again, ball is at the 45 of West.
Oilers setting up, everybody split out to the narrow side. Looking back, trying to find a man in the flats. He's in trouble. He
just shot put it in. Read it perfectly. Oh, yeah.
Ran him right over Braden Popa for a loss.
Braden he stayed home, did not get fooled by all that motion, all that stuff, the chicanery going on, stayed home and lit up the receiver like there's no tomorrow for a big loss.
That was a shovel pass if I've ever seen one.
That's exactly right. If he were a little bigger, I'd think he was a shot putter in track and field, JJ.
So now 3rd and 7, ball back to the 50. Neutral territory, as it were.
That's right.
Oilers drop back, put one in the air, and sail that to the sideline. That'll be 4th and 7, and you got to imagine, here comes the Mount Pleasant punt team.
They do, and I say it every week when you're in this kind of territory, you got to watch for that fake punt. That's on film last week. Dow got a fake punt, was able to pick up some big-time yardage, so West certainly going to be aware of it.
Esper steps back to about the Titan 20-yard line, as Oilers will be punting from about their own 35. There's the snap. Kick is up. Esper's going to let it bounce, and it takes an Oiler bounce and will come to a rest at about the 10-yard line. So a minute 45 to go in the first quarter. Titans with 90 yards to go, 1st and 10.
Pretty effective punt right there. Is it a lot of turf rash on that football? As it picked up those extra yards?
I think after that last one where Esper,
yeah,
he was like, no.
He picked it up late. He did a great job in staying away. That's exactly right.
So the Titans coming at us now. Ball officially marked at the 11. Hendricks in the pistol. Puts his man in motion. There goes Esper. They'll hand it off to Sowers right up the middle, and he runs into the defensive line of the Oilers. And that's going to be about a half a yard gain.
Yeah, we'll see. Looks like Mount Pleasant made a little adjustment along that defensive front for that read option play. Let's see if West decides to try to stretch that defense out just a little bit here. They're playing run right now, playing heavy. Look at those safeties. They're up within 7-8 yards of the line of scrimmage.
We saw it last week. Owen Hendricks, he can put that ball right between the letters.
He sure can.
Puts Esper in motion. Hands off to Esper. There you go, Rich. They're spreading them wide right. Esper spins, dives, and they're going to give him a 3-yard gain, so that'll be 3rd and 7.
So ball's going to be placed on the right side hash mark there. So that means the left side, you have a whole big area here. Don't be surprised if you don't see a read option or something like that coming over to this wide side where Owen Hendricks can use his athleticism. Cade Laurent checking out. Going in, Noah Bennett.
Plenty of time on the play clock. Just hitting 15 now. 30 seconds on the game clock left in the first. 3rd and 7 for the Titans. Ball on the 14. There's the snap to Hendricks, all by himself back there. Looks for one, can't find it. Shovels one off. Just off the fingertips of the receiver. So 3rd down.
That's right.
4th down.
Incomplete pass, 15 seconds to go. Definitely going to be punting this ball away. Here's Owen Hendricks.
Drew Esper. Looks
sorry.
like he'll be punting from the end zone.
Always feel just a little added pressure whenever you're receiving that snap from the long snapper there near your own end zone. But Drew Esper's done a great job of punting. Let's see if they do that rugby-style punt that's been really effective for West at times this year.
There's a snap, a little low but good, and it's off. Low kick, but it takes a Titan bounce and keeps rolling across the 50.
That's a worm burner in golf, JJ.
And that's going to stop at the 40-yard line of the Oilers.
Effective punt as time runs out of the first quarter.
So at the end of one, Titans lead 6-0. We'll be back on Up North Sports Radio.
Are you living with joint pain or discomfort? Hi, I'm Dr. Dubiel with Mutson Orthopedic Institute. Our team of world-class orthopedic surgeons specialize in hips, knees, shoulders, and sports medicine injuries, helping you get back on your feet. At Mutson Orthopedic Institute, we're committed to pain relief, to more movement, to strong bones. And to you. Ready to get started? Request your consultation at mutsonhealthcare.org/MOI.
The construction is winding down, but we're just getting started with new fall flavors at Bay Bread Company in Traverse City. Caramel apple muffins and sweet rolls, pumpkin scones, and coffee, just to name a few. Stop in during the month of September, buy 3, get 1 free on cinnamon rolls, sticky buns, scones, and muffins. Visit baybreadco.com for more details and upcoming baking classes. Baybreadco.com, we're baking our buns off for you every day at Bay Bread Company in Traverse City.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. Start of the second quarter. Now they're going the other way. The Oilers going right to left. 1st and 10 from their own 40. Titans up 6-0. Put their man in motion. Lots of blocks over there. Lots of Titans over there, including Jackson Gallagher.
Yeah, they put their man in motion. It's very similar play to what West runs with Drew Esper on that. Looked very similar to that play. Only picked up, maybe a yard on that?
Yep, they're marking 2nd and 9. They stacked them all to that wide side, put the man in motion, and there was too much green and not enough white.
They're looking to try to get that run game established, just because they just haven't been able to get any yardage whatsoever. Because they would like to throw the ball, but again, you need to balance it out with the rushing attack, and right now their running attack is being stuffed by West.
This time they'll trips right, but come back to the left and put about 4 yards down for 3rd and 5.
Cameron Mink in on the tackle near the 45. So it will be 3rd and 5. They got to get right to midfield, JJ, for the first down, does Mount Pleasant.
11 to go this half. Bleacher Creatures trying to get warmed up and in this game. Homecoming tonight, so they've got a lot on their minds. It's a jungle theme for homecoming this year.
Yeah, that's it. You never know how a team's going to react. So, JJ, during homecoming, if they're distracted or really focused, so far West is really focused.
Drops back to pass, puts one in the air, and that goes nowhere for 4th down.
So
Drew Esper right in the middle of that passing lane.
So it looks like they are going to bring on the punt team once again.
.10:30 on the clock in the second quarter. Looks like Colton Core is going back there with Esper.
Yeah, two guys back deep this time.
Well, when you're punting from the hash.
Right.
There's the kick in the air.
Oh, that's a good spiral. What a kick.
Esper catches it, takes the fair catch at the Titan 27-yard line.
Wow. When you can punt it, JJ, and you get a spiral to come off your foot, that is impressive.
Can't even get your quarterback to get a spiral that tight.
That's right.
So Titans will take over from their own 22-yard line with 10:23 to go in the second quarter.
So far, I really like what this West offense is doing. Mixing up the pass, the run, getting it all done, and picking up, being able to move the chains. So let's see if we can get another one going here with 10:23 left in the first half.
Fakes the handoff to Sowers. Hendricks looking, puts one up in the air. Oh,
what a catch!
Oh, what a catch!
Unbelievable. Alexander Scholl with a remarkable catch.
That went off the defender. He wasn't looking. William Garcia for the Oilers hit that ball, and then it was caught by Scholes.
Unbelievable.
For a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down into Oiler territory.
Number 6, Alexander Scholl for West. We see ya. We see ya, buddy. What a grab. 33-yard reception for Alexander Scholl from Owen Hendricks. What a play by West.
Titans into Oiler territory. There goes Hendricks. Gives it off to Scholl. He has to go around a lineman on the ground, and he'll put it down for a 1-yard gain.
Charlie Sowers, like you said, JJ, about a 1-yard gain that time. We'll keep that clock a-rolling at 9:30 left here in that first half. West up 6-0 as they look to the sideline once again to see what play is going to be called in. 20 seconds left on the play clock.
So it looks like the Titans are going to line up with Colton Core on this side, along with some buddies.
That is a tight formation right there.
There he goes in motion, fakes the handoff. Hendricks gets behind Sowers, but not quite quick enough, and Owen Hendricks will take a loss for a 3rd and 11.
With that bunch formation, everybody's well within like 10 yards of each other. Just didn't spread out the defense nearly enough, and way too many. You have 22 bodies all in one area. That's some tight quarters.
Drew Esper checks back into the game. Got Esper and Core out to the left. Griffiths to the right. Sowers to his left, and Hendricks takes the snap. He heads out to his left, curls. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. We got a flag on the play, and Owen Hendricks gets taken down well into the backfield.
It's probably a hold, and they're probably going to decline it because it's going to come up with a 4th and long no matter what, and the Mount Pleasant coaching staff already saying, decline. It's good to be able to decline as a coach on the sideline. Not good if your credit card gets declined, JJ.
Right.
Okay? We've got to make sure we stipulate these rules here.
So that's going to be 4th and 21, 22.
After that big play to Scholl, Alexander Scholl, that passing attempt, then West just kind of ran out of gas on that as they went the wrong way.
8:17 to go in the second quarter. There's a snap to Esper. Nice high and tight. Esper gets it off. And they're going to take it down to about the 27. So, less than 8 to go. And the Oilers take over.
Yeah, not a bad punt against the swirling wind. Again, gusts up to over 25 miles an hour here tonight at Thurlby Field. I know it doesn't show necessarily on the field, but we're looking at the flags off to our left here, and they are straight out. So
that's where you look at the trees at the other end of the field, and they are moving all over the place.
That's right, yeah, moving opposite direction. So it is absolutely wild here.
Ball on the 27 as the bleacher creatures come alive. They hand it off, get caught in the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
Bust
man,
free
look at
and
wow.
Dragging some Titans. It's still going.
Holy cow. I think the whole Titan team was in on that tackle.
They were. I'm trying to look at the scoreboard. Brogan Parks was accepting tickets. He had so many guys riding on his back.
Yeah, that's for sure. He was a carnival ride there for sure. Yeah, Broden Park, like a 5'11", 215-pound running back. That'll work in high school.
No, I think somebody was being modest when they put down his weight. That young man looks like a bus.
Yeah, he absolutely was rolling on down the field there.
7:30, clock running, 1st and 10 for the Oilers. They'll hand it off, go right up the middle, and go nowhere fast.
That's right.
As Jackson Gallagher leads them along with a few of his buddies. So they're going to say 2nd and 11.
That time the sophomore Gagne got the carry. He doesn't have, again, he's about $170. He doesn't nearly have the size.
I think I just heard Jackson Gallagher's mom screaming it for him over the crowd.
Which is tough to do here at Thurlby Field because, again, we fill up our side of the field very well. Very different on the camera, of course, showing you the Mount Pleasant side.
Can always recognize a mom. There it is. Oh, and caught in the backfield.
Once again, Jackson Gallagher.
But Cade Laurent tripped him up first, and then Jackson Gallagher smothered him.
Came in for the cleanup crew? No, that was an all-out run blitz right there. They knew what Mount Pleasant was running right there, and they were ready for it. As Mount Pleasant now is in 3rd and long, 3rd and 13.
Ball on the 41, just over 6 minutes to go on this 3rd down. Bleacher creature starting to make some noise. And we're going to get a timeout for the Titans.
Yeah.
So we'll take a TVC Airport timeout and be back. You're listening to Up North Sports Radio.
It's been said that no American can go through a day without using a product grown or produced in Michigan. Well, if you live in Michigan, you shouldn't go through a day without the protection of Farm Bureau Insurance. I'm Ben Amon, Farm Bureau. We serve only Michigan, so we know what Michigan needs. We know and we understand you. We protect you. For pure Michigan-based protection, call me, Ben Amon, in Traverse City at 231-735-3127. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company. 231-735-3127.
Here we go, Titan fans. 5:57 to go in the second, and 3rd and 13. Ball on the 41 for the Oilers.
Yeah, it seems like the Oilers have been in this most of the game. JJ, that West defense has really come out to play here tonight, and they've been in some 3rd and long situations most of this first half with 5:57 to go in the first half.
You talked to Coach Wagner before the game, and he was saying we've come out strong, but we need to hold that.
Yes.
There's a pass down the middle.
Wow,
and
what
there
a
it
throw.
is.
Oh, man. Face mask there for sure.
Yes, sir,
yeah,
it was.
Holy cow. But Easton Day is the senior 6'2", 170-pound receiver that caught that crossing route right there and ran all the way down to about, the 22-yard line. But it's going to get moved up further because of that face mask, and that's going to be a big one. Duromedy put that right in perfect shape.
So they're going to give him half the distance to the goal.
For Easton Day to catch that. Yeah, they're going to be down, to the 12 it looks like. Obviously, deepest penetration of this Mount Pleasant team all game long.
So the Oilers in the red zone, 5:44 to go in the first half. They'll line up with 2 spread to the right, or left, and 1 to the right. Drop back, put one up in the air. That'll be caught. And Colton Core can't bring him down, but Drew Esper will.
That's good to have your safety as a last line of defense there, as he did get down to about the 6-yard line.
So that's 2nd and 4. Ball on the 6, which means they can get that first down.
It shows you that they're not afraid to throw it. Getting deep into the red zone for them and stuff, they're still not afraid. As you're running out of area to run your patterns in, they still have faith in Duromedy for him to put it up in the air. But again, that means there's an excellent chance for Drew Esper here to get a pick.
Oilers spread them wide to the right. Drop back, look for a pass. Put one in the air to the corner of the end zone and just beyond the receiver.
Man, that's a tough one. You run a deep out route there to the corner of the end zone, and you've got to throw that 35 yards in the air in this swirling wind and have it land perfectly into your receiver's hands. That's a tough one.
3rd and 4 now for the Oilers. As Griffiths will check into the game, Colton Core comes out for a Gatorade.
Mount Pleasant doing some wholesale changes as well. The big back is checked back in there for them.
Now they send Colton Core back in. And Brady Vaughn.
Parks is the up back in that I formation, JJ, running formation.
There's the snap. He fakes the handoff, looks for an open man. Off the fingers.
Play action fake that time by Duromedy. Well ran because it looked like they were going to run it. And he had that receiver right at the goal line, but it fell incomplete.
4th and 6. I'm sorry, 4th and 4. Ball on the 6.
Right. It looks like.
Are we going or are we kicking, Rich?
Well, it looks like they're going to go for it. The coach is still yelling at the referee. So you got your play clock has started, Coach, over there.
Quarterback is still over there fighting with his coach.
Well, he's talking to him right now. Again, they've got to make a decision.
20 seconds on the play clock.
And he's still getting after the referee. Oh. 12 men on the field for West. Just like that. The Mount Pleasant coach was just going crazy over there.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease, I guess.
Yeah.
Half a distance to the goal on the penalty, 3rd and 1. So we'll repeat 3rd down. .436 left in the first half. And you can see the Oilers were trying to snake a guy way over there on the far side.
Right, no one to notice him. But again, that's just taking a defender out there, I believe.
Right.
And there's the big man.
Oh, and
right, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Parks, the 215-pound running back, gets it into the end zone. We've got a tie ball game at 6 apiece.
Drew Esper stood him up, and then they sumoed there across the end zone.
Yep, so Mount Pleasant, their first touchdown of the game.
Looks like they will line up for the kick. No swinging gate. There's the snap. Oh, blocked by Drew Esper. He took that touchdown personal.
That's right. We got a tie ball game, 4:30 to go here in the first half.
You're listening to Up North Sports Radio.
Thousands of Nicolay Bank Real Rewards checking customers have earned over $20 million in interest since 2011. Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield for the last 12 years. It's not new or trendy, just the real thing.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. 4:30 on the clock, left to go in the half, and the Titans are tied with the Mount Pleasant Oilers 6-6.
That they are, JJ. West giving up their first score of this ball game at the 4:30 mark of the first half. Again, but an excellent opportunity. Remember, West will receive this opening second half kickoff. So they're going to get the ball with 4:30 left to go. Here in the first half, it'd be nice to take time off the clock, march downfield, and punch it into the end zone, and do the double dip and get the ball opening the second half.
So looks like we've got Esper at the 5. There's the whistle. Here comes the kick. And they'll put it out there.
Keeping it away from Esper. Oh, no,
Esper will get it
Esper.
at the 8-yard line. Take a block, cut up center. There he goes across the 30. Here he comes to the 40. Esper leaps one across the 50.
Wow.
Esper on homecoming across the 30 on the other side. To the 20, to the 10, into the end zone. Drew Esper, and I see no yellow on the field.
What a run by Drew Esper.
What a run by Drew on homecoming.
Around an 87, almost 90-yard kick return for Drew Esper. What a job by the junior, I should say, Drew Esper.
The bleacher creatures love it. Titans lining up for the extra point. They'll go into the swinging gate. And it looks like we're going to stay in the swinging formation and go for it. Hendricks takes the snap. He'll keep it on his own. Gets a block.
Yep, not going to make it.
Surprised they didn't call any sort of a horse collar there, although the hand was pretty low on the back.
Right. Yeah. Yep. It's got to be up near usually like in college in the NFL, it's got to be up near the nameplate typically. But again, that return, they tried to kick it away from Drew Esper that time, and they pinned it into the far corner, and Drew Esper was able to cut back against the grain and score on his own. Just unbelievable the amount of turf that he covers in, again, what I think was around an 87-yard return, give or take.
So 4:15 to go in the first half. Titans up 12-6. Trying to catch what the bleacher creatures are saying, but they are on fire. As the Titans are still talking about this formation, Roman Leask will come out holding the tee, so he'll be the one doing the booting.
Yeah, not a whole lot of time taken off the clock when I said, maybe they'll drive it down the field, JJ, take time off the clock and punch it in the end zone. But Drew Esper, less than 10 seconds there, so all the way goes down and scores on his own.
Young man always seems to be in a hurry, and it works in our favor.
Yeah, it sure does. So, once again, Roman Leask going to kick it away to Mount Pleasant.
Whistle blows. Here's the kick. He puts one far and deep to about the 6-yard line as the Oilers will bring it up on the far side. And Mount Pleasant will start off this series inside their own territory at the 37-yard line.
Right. Yep, solid field position for Mount Pleasant on this turn here.
4:08 to go in the first half. Ball marked at the 35. As Fox will check into the game, which means we should get a 4-man front.
Oh,
And
big hole.
Right up the center.
Man.
Esper trips him up.
He was absolutely saved a touchdown there. Wow. Just got the running back at the ankles. Wow.
Sophomore Braden Dean will check into the game. That's the power of Drew Esper. Took him down with one hand.
You got to make sure they earn it here. You don't want to give up the big play, so they go in for the tying score here late in the first half.
So hand it off, run up the middle, and
man. He got
Jackson
lit.
Gallagher.
Once again, 52. Man, that kid hits hard.
I can feel it in my cavities. 3:20 on the clock. Still running. Ball on the 46.
They did pick up a first down on that play, but it was well earned. Oh, we jumped offside. That's a free 5 yards you're going to give them. Clock stops at 3:14 to go. Yep, don't give them free stuff, guys.
1st and 5 now.
No free rides.
That was most of the line. That was one heck of a hard count. So the ball now marked into Titan territory on the 49.
Especially from shotgun formation.
This time they'll give it to the man in motion. He sweeps out to the right.
That's the Drew Esper play right there.
Yep.
Put the man in motion. That's one of your better athletes, and give him a ball on an inside run like that. That's what West does that quite a bit themselves. So they see this every day in practice, does the defense.
Isaiah Fox, number 33, the smallest guy probably on the Titan roster. And I just saw him occupying the biggest lineman for Mount Pleasant that whole series. The whistle blew and he was pulling himself off.
I love it when the 2 D tackles on the field are Roman Leask and then Isaiah Fox. I mean, it just cracks me up.
2nd and 3, ball on the 47. They'll put it out to the flats.
Here's the guy that scored the touchdown. He's going to get a first down for Mount Pleasant.
Number 11, Easton Day. I'll say this. As soon as he touches the defender, he just crumples and he's done.
Yeah.
There's no push.
The key is you got to get your hands on him.
Right.
And that's the thing. When he's a long strider and he's got speed, he's able to run a long ways a lot of times before defenders can touch him.
So Day will get the first down for the Oilers. Ball on the 38, 1:50 to go in the first half. They'll snap, hand it off again.
Big hole.
Big hole.
Oh, no.
24 missed 24, and there go the Oilers to tie it up.
The same play that Drew Esper saved a touchdown run on just a couple of plays ago. This time Mount Pleasant is successful as they tie up the score at 12 apiece. 1:40 to go here in that first half.
That was 24 versus 24. And
that time the Mount Pleasant 24 got the better of it. Doesn't happen very often.
Here's the snap for the extra point. Almost blocked, but that'll be good. And the Oilers will take a 1-point lead. Minute 40 to go in the half. You're listening and watching Up North Sports Radio.
Thousands of Nicolet Bank Real Rewards checking customers have earned over $20 million in interest since 2011. Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield for the last 12 years. It's not new or trendy, just the real thing, year after year. Experience Real Rewards checking from Nicolet Bank and start earning interest on your checking account. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com or talk to your local banker team today. Nicolet Bank, real people, real conversations, member FDIC.
Jimmy John's is proud to support TC West football. Try the new Jimmy John's Mediterranean chicken or veggie wraps. So healthy and so delicious. Pair it with a side of pita chips with Sabra roasted red pepper hummus. With lots of classic favorites or the new wraps menu, there's so much to love at the 2 Jimmy John's locations in Traverse City. Easy to pick up, and of course, they always deliver freaky fast. The player and parent of the game is presented by Jimmy John's of Traverse City.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com with 1:40 to go in the first half. Oilers take a 1-point lead, 13-12. Titans ready to receive.
Offenses took a little while to get going, but they certainly have here in this second quarter, JJ.
There's the kick. They'll squib it. And
great hands. Woo. Wow. Great hands. Daniel Johnson, a junior receiver. Nice job along that front line.
Not a name we've called all year long. I've been in that position. It stinks, and kudos to him for covering that ball.
Because it's coming at you like a knuckleball, and
Right.
it's hard. It's hard to grab, and he did a great job right there grabbing that ball and giving West excellent field position at their own 44.
1:39 to go in this half. Hendricks has Mink to his left. There's the snap. Hendricks rolls out to the left, looking for a man. He finds one, puts it in the air, just over the hands of Drew Esper.
That's right. And if they could have, if he could have put it up over the defender, there was not another defender within 20-some yards, JJ. And we know Drew Esper, he would have scampered along that left sideline and into the end zone.
2nd and 10 now.
Esper comes out for a little bit. Of course, he goes both ways. They're playing offense, playing defense, special teams. He needs to come out every once in a while just to get a little Gatorade.
Little pickle juice. Don't want anybody cramping up.
That's right. Not on homecoming.
Hendricks drops back. Got coverage, puts one in the air. It's caught to Colton Core, and he runs it across the line out of bounds for a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down into Oiler territory.
You know how hard that throw is? You're on the right side of the right hash. You throw it all the way to the opposite side of the field at the marker, and Colton Core picks up the first down. What a great throw by Owen Hendricks.
Into Oiler territory.
Drew Esper checks back in.
Still 1:26 on the clock. As Drew Esper proved a few minutes ago, plenty of time.
Alexander Scholl, number 6, who came up with that miraculous catch earlier, also in.
4 receivers. There goes Griffiths in motion. They'll hand it off to Griffiths. He'll hand it off to Esper, who gets caught in the backfield for a huge loss.
Yeah, they were absolutely ready for that one.
Don't see many reverses from the Titans.
Yeah. Usually you run those when the defense is really pursuing one side or the other, and you want to catch them fast. You work their aggression against them, but that time they stayed home, and, man, it's a long 2nd and 19.
Hendricks rolls to his right, looks for one, puts it in the air as he's hit. Dying Duck caught by Aiden Griffiths. Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down.
Clock will stop until they move the chain, but great job, Aiden Griffiths coming back to that pass. We're going to get a timeout. West.
Timeout for the Titans, so we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Up North Sports Radio.
Fox Grand Traverse Ford presents Pre-Owned with Peace of Mind. Fox is now a Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned vehicle center. That means your money back anytime during the first 2 weeks or 1,000 miles, plus a free Carfax history report, a 139-point vehicle inspection, and a 3-month, 4,000-mile comprehensive warranty. Shop our Ford Blue Advantage vehicles online at fgtford.com or visit us on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Fox Motor, only the best.
First and 10 for the Titans, ball on the 25, and we are marching with 44 seconds to go in the first half.
That's right, JJ. Just prior to that, a 21-yard pass from Owen Hendricks to Aiden Griffiths.
Hendricks in his shotgun, fakes the handoff to, now he puts one down the middle to Drew Esper.
Man, great grab. He was
just shy of the first down. No, are they going to give it? Yes, they do. That's a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down into the red zone. Ball on the 15.
And they double-teamed Drew Esper that time, and he still came up with the catch.
Hendricks in the air again. Puts one out. That's caught. Taken out of bounds by none other than Drew Esper.
Smart play, getting out of bounds, stopping that clock. 28 seconds to go. Titans have one timeout left. The Oilers have two. Titans are down by 1, 13-12 here in this first half. But West is driving inside the red zone, now inside the 10.
2nd and 4. Ball's on the 9. 28 seconds to go, and they're still looking at the sideline. Plenty on the play clock as it crosses 15 to go.
You do have the luxury of time on this one because, again, the clock stopped with Drew Esper going out of bounds.
Esper in motion. Hendricks gives the handoff to Mink. Mink will bring it down inside the 5.
We're going to use our final timeout, I do believe.
So,
it's going to, first off, it's a first down. They're going to stop the clock there.
Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down, 1st and goal. Ball on the 4.
West in hurry-up mode, not taking a timeout.
Hendricks is just going to spike it.
So that will stop the clock with 17 seconds left here.
Nobody's really coming off the field like it's a timeout.
Right. Yep, they still have one timeout left. So they can run the ball if they want to and then call a timeout if they don't get it. But you still got lots of time here, and everything's open in the playbook, other than the pooch punt. Now at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 4. Here it goes.
High snap to Owen Hendricks. He's going to bust through. Owen Hendricks for another touchdown for the quarterback.
A 4-yard run by Owen Hendricks. West takes the lead, 18-13.
Owen Hendricks up the left side of the line between the tackle and guard. Titans lead 18-13 with 11 to go in the first half. Titans put out the swinging gate. Looks like they're going to go for it. Hendricks over to Esper. Oh, and it's batted down.
And they're going to just say incomplete.
So incomplete with 11 seconds to go, and the Titans will kick it off.
But again, the important thing is West gets the lead, 18-13, and again, they will receive that second half kickoff.
Well, and as we've seen in this half, 11 seconds can be a lifetime of difference.
That's absolutely true. As all of a sudden, West and Mount Pleasant both going on a scoring binge here to close out this first half.
An interesting. How often have you seen an 18-13 score?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, in high school because of sometimes you're kicking, sometimes you're going for 2, sometimes this. I mean, it's nothing's basically every once in a while I'll get surprised by a score in high school, but it's not too often. But yeah, these are not traditional scores that like you would see in college or pro or anything like that. That's for sure.
Big 72, Roman Lease to kick it off.
We'll see, does he kick it deep again, or does he do that hard squib right down the middle of the field and make it hard to pick up the ball so that the Mount Pleasant returners cannot get a clean run here? We shall see.
Whistle blows. Here comes the kick. And he'll boot it deep, goes Roman. To about the 8-yard line for the Oilers. He gets through a hole, but not before Noah Duman.
They tried to stand him up as long as possible, all the way down to the 3-second mark, so Mount Pleasant will have time for one play.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
Yeah, and, obviously you want to play a little prevent defense here by West. As you can see, Drew Esper going deep, Cameron Ming, Colton Core. Going way back, 20 yards away from where they're going to snap the ball.
Nothing behind you, boys. Nothing behind you.
That's right. They might just take a knee right here as well, and it looks like that's what they're going to do, JJ. Mount Pleasant going to take the knee.
So at the end of the first half, homecoming Titans back at Thurlby Field, leading the Oilers 18-13. We'll be back for halftime on Up North Sports Radio.
The best of the best can be found in the High School Hall of Fame, and it's already championship season this fall. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Over the 100 years of the MHSAA's existence, there have been numerous memorable moments, classic games, and standout performers. 10 standouts have gone on to be selected for the National High School Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame started in 1982. And in 1983, Michigan had its first representative added, Charles E. Forsyth, the first executive director of the MHSAA. After that, River Rouge boys basketball coach Lofton Green was inducted in 1986. Warren Regina's Diane Laffey went in 2000. Fenville's Richie Jordan in 2001. Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett's Bob Wood in 2005. Bloomfield Hills Cranbrook's Jim Johnson in 2007. Owasso's Brad Van Pelt in 2011, Vermontville Maple Valley's Ken Beardsley in 2016, retired MHSAA Executive Director Jack Roberts in 2022, and Dearborn Heights Robichaud's Tyrone Wheatley just this past summer. The National High School Hall of Fame has nearly 530 inductees, with at least one from every state. Inductees include student athletes, coaches, officials, administrators, participants in the performing arts, and other individuals who've made outstanding contributions to high school sports. Each year at the NFHS's summer meetings, a new class goes into the hall. For more on the Michigan contingent in the National High School Hall of Fame, please go to MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Holland's Otis Fickle, who scored 4 times, including the game winner in a 5-4 win over Holland Christian. The win clinched a share of the OK Black Conference title for Holland. Cadillac's Cassie Genema, she had 15 kills, 3 blocks, 47 assists, and 49 digs as the Vikings beat Clare, Fruitport, and Midland in a non-conference volleyball quad. And to Holland West Ottawa's Helen Sachs. She was first at the Portage Invitational, the 7th straight cross-country race she's won this year.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
It's 2nd and 10 for Team A at their own 40-yard line. They complete a pass to Team B's 30-yard line, but fumble the ball forward, where Team A recovers at the 22-yard line. During the play, Team B is flagged for roughing the passer. Assuming Team A accepts the penalty, where is the penalty enforced? Is it enforced from the spot of the foul, enforced from the previous spot, enforced from the spot of the fumble, or enforced from the spot of the fumble recovery? If you said enforced from the spot of the recovery, you are correct. Since it was recovered at the 22-yard line and roughing is a 15-yard penalty, it would be enforced half the distance to the goal line. 1st down and 10 for Team A from the 11-yard line.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. The first MHSAA championships for the 2024-25 school year are in the books, with champions in UP girls tennis. In Division I, Negaunee brought home the trophy for a 3rd straight year. The Miners got wins in number 2 and number 4 singles and swept the 4 doubles matches. Ishpeming Westwood came in 2nd, Escanaba was 3rd. In Division II, Ishpeming narrowly defeated West Iron County for the title. Ishpeming was victorious in number 1, 2, and 3 doubles en route to a second straight D2 title. Norway came in third. Next up, Lower Peninsula girls golf and LP boys tennis crown champions next week. Then it's boys soccer and cross country on Saturday, November 2nd. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
At Nicolet Bank, we know that it takes a lot to run a business, from managing cash flow to keeping a pulse on your financial health. We're focused on making your banking experience effortless so you can focus on running your business. We work with you to understand your needs and build personalized solutions. With the right mix of banking services and fraud prevention solutions, we can empower your business to grow and reach the next level. NicoletBank.com. Real people, real conversations.
Are you living with joint pain or discomfort? Hi, I'm Dr. Dubiel with Mutson Orthopedic Institute. Our team of world-class orthopedic surgeons specialize in hips, knees, shoulders, and sports medicine injuries, helping you get back on your feet. At Mutson Orthopedic Institute, we're committed to pain relief, to more movement, to strong bones. And to you. Ready to get started? Request your consultation at mutsonhealthcare.org/MOI.
It's been said that no American can go through a day without using a product grown or produced in Michigan. Well, if you live in Michigan, you shouldn't go through a day without the protection of Farm Bureau insurance. I'm Ben Amon, Farm Bureau. We serve only Michigan, so we know what Michigan needs. We know and we understand you. We protect you. For pure Michigan-based protection, call me, Ben Amon, in Traverse City at 231-735-3127. Or Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company, 231-735-3127.
Fox Grand Traverse Ford presents Pre-Owned with Peace of Mind. Fox is now a Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned vehicle center. That means your money back anytime during the first 2 weeks or 1,000 miles, plus a free Carfax history report, a 139-point vehicle inspection, and a 3-month, 4,000-mile comprehensive warranty. Shop our Ford Blue Advantage vehicles online at FGTFord.com or visit us on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Fox Motor, only the best.
Source Julienne is Traverse City's fireplace expert, the only dealer to offer the entire line of Cozy Heat fireplaces. Whether gas or wood burning, indoor or outdoor, Cozy Heat has a traditional or modern option that Source Julienne can help you design and install to make your northern Michigan home or retreat something truly special. Imagine all the lazy days and magical nights in front of your custom-built Cozy Heat fireplace. Visit SourceJulienne.com and transform your home.
When it's time for a change, head to J-Loop, where Northern Michigan changes their oil. With 4 clean, convenient locations in TC and Williamsburg and a handy, knowledgeable staff, J-Lube is ready to keep you rolling. They check all the fluids, filters, and get you back on the road in 20 minutes or less. You also get a free car wash certificate so your outside is as ship-shape as your insides. Open 8 to 6 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. It's J-Lube for a change that'll keep your car or truck running like it should. Visit jlubeservices.com for your nearest location.
Fox Grand Traverse Ford presents Pre-Owned with Peace of Mind. Fox is now a Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned vehicle center. That means your money back anytime during the first 2 weeks or 1,000 miles, plus a free Carfax history report, a 139-point vehicle inspection, and a 3-month, 4,000-mile comprehensive warranty. Shop our Ford Blue Advantage vehicles online at FGTFord.com or visit us on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Fox Motor, only the best.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. J.J. Rowell, Rich Calkins, homecoming halftime for the Traverse City West Titans, who lead the Mount Pleasant Oilers 18-13, Rich.
Hey, what incredible first half of scoring here by both teams. J.J. West, the Avs got down a little bit there, but drove right back down the field, punches it into the end zone to score just before the end of the first half as they take an 18-13 lead.
All right, and I'm almost certain, did Stat Guy Ben give you anything?
Not yet, but we're working. I know the first West touchdown run was by Owen Hendricks, again on a 1-yard run. The 2-point conversion, no good. West takes the lead 6-0. Mount Pleasant comes back early in that second quarter. as they have a 2-yard run for a touchdown, kick blocked by Drew Esper. We got a tie score at 6 apiece. Then what happens? Well, Drew Esper decides to take that kickoff then and run 87 yards, give or take a few here or there, for the touchdown. Extra point, no good for West, but West is up 12-6. What does Mount Pleasant do? They decide to run the ball, get another touchdown, and so Mount Pleasant's kick is good. They're up 13-12, and so West comes back one more time, 4-yard run by Owen Hendricks just before the end of the first half, and scores. Extra point, no good. So West up 18-13. Owen Hendricks right now 4 of 7 for 74 yards through the air. He also has 6 carries for 21 yards and a couple of TDs.
On the defensive side of things, I don't have stats, but Jackson Gallagher is buddy.
Big play after big play after big play. Tackle for loss. Jackson Gallagher absolutely getting it done.
So that is your halftime report card, brought to you by TCAPS, offering the area's widest variety of high-quality academic and extracurricular programs. Great communities, great schools. Visit tcaps.net. This is halftime. You can see and probably hear through the microphones the Traverse City West marching band on the field. And we've yet to get to the halftime festivities.
That's right, because going to have the court come out and determine again who is king and queen. Jackson Gallagher, 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and also a sack as well.
So Jackson Gallagher feeling very motivated tonight.
Thank you, Ben.
So we'll step aside real quick while the band continues to march and play the fight song, and we'll try and come back for the coronation of the king and queen. You're listening to UpNorthSportsRadio.com.
At Nicolet Bank, we know that it takes a lot to run a business, from managing cash flow to keeping a pulse on your financial health. We are focused on making your banking experience effortless so you can focus on running your business. We work with you to understand your needs and build personalized solutions. With the right mix of banking services and fraud prevention solutions, we can empower your business to grow and reach the next level. NicoletBank.com. Real people, real conversations.
Are you living with joint pain or discomfort? Hi, I'm Dr. Dubiel with Munson Orthopedic Institute. Our team of world-class orthopedic surgeons specialize in hips, knees, shoulders, and sports medicine injuries, helping you get back on your feet. At Munson Orthopedic Institute, we're committed to pain relief, to more movement, to strong bones. And to you. Ready to get started? Request your consultation at munsonhealthcare.org/MOI.
It's been said that no American can go through a day without using a product grown or produced in Michigan. Well, if you live in Michigan, you shouldn't go through a day without the protection of Farm Bureau insurance. I'm Ben Amon of Farm Bureau. We serve only Michigan, so we know what Michigan needs. We know and we understand you. We protect you. For pure Michigan-based protection, call me, Ben Amon, in Traverse City at 231-735-3127. Or Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company, 231-735-3127.
Fox Grand Traverse Ford presents Pre-Owned with Peace of Mind. Fox is now a Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned vehicle center. That means your money back anytime during the first 2 weeks or 1,000 miles, plus a free Carfax history report, a 139-point vehicle inspection, and a 3-month, 4,000-mile comprehensive warranty. Shop our Ford Blue Advantage vehicles online at FGTFord.com or visit us on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Fox Motor, only the best.
Source Julienne is Traverse City's fireplace expert, the only dealer to offer the entire line of Cozy Heat fireplaces. Whether gas or wood burning, indoor or outdoor, Cozy Heat has a traditional or modern option that Source Julienne can help you design and install to make your northern Michigan home or retreat something truly special. Imagine all the lazy days and magical nights in front of your custom-built Cozy Heat fireplace. Visit SourceJulienne.com and transform your home.
When it's time for a change, head to J-Loop, where Northern Michigan changes their oil. With 4 clean, convenient locations in TC and Williamsburg and a handy, knowledgeable staff, J-Lube is ready to keep you rolling. They check all the fluids, filters, and get you back on the road in 20 minutes or less. You also get a free car wash certificate so your outside is as ship-shape as your insides. Open 8 to 6 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. It's J-Lube for a change that'll keep your car or truck running like it should. Visit jlubeservices.com for your nearest location.
Fox Grand Traverse Ford presents Pre-Owned with Peace of Mind. Fox is now a Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned vehicle center. That means your money back anytime during the first 2 weeks or 1,000 miles, plus a free Carfax history report, a 139-point vehicle inspection, and a 3-month, 4,000-mile comprehensive warranty. Shop our Ford Blue Advantage vehicles online at fgtford.com or visit us on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Fox Motors, only the best.
Source Juliet, Traverse City Fire.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. Homecoming at Thurlby Field as the Traverse City West Titans lead the Mount Pleasant Oilers 18-13, and we just saw a name we've announced a lot in basketball. Winslow Robinson was announced as part of the homecoming court.
That's right. He had quite the quite the golf season this year. Winslow did.
I think it was Lincoln that
was
Lockhart.
it Lincoln Lockhart?
Yep. I think it's hard to keep the two separated,
I know.
I'm fairly certain it was Lockhart.
Okay. I got to find out to make sure, but yeah, no doubt about it. And Ben brought up an interesting issue also. This is our third homecoming in a row, JJ.
It is.
We were down to the Midland High 3 weeks ago. It was their homecoming. Went to Midland Dow last week. It was their homecoming, and now it's our homecoming.
And
so
I still have not been voted to the homecoming court.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, me neither. So it's all good, though. It's all good. I'm not complaining.
So next week here at Thurlby Field is going to be the annual Pink Out.
Yes, it
when
is.
we welcome Bay City Western to town, and that's all to benefit the Susan G. Komen Munson Cancer Center. So make sure, fans, if you're coming to the game next weekend, get that pink sweater out because it's likely to be a little bit chillier next Friday night.
Yep. Or in my case, I made sure I bought that pink T-shirt a little large so I could put my my West quarter zip sweatshirt on and put the pink shirt on over top of it.
I might have to get a new one. My wife has claimed mine.
Okay. Yep, that does happen.
Although I do have a pink Tigers jersey. Maybe that will still be in season by next Friday.
Yeah, we're hoping so.
So a couple of Titan football players on the homecoming court. Aiden Griffiths, who's already been announced. Now we got your buddy Noah Duman
That's
being
right.
announced. And I hope there's enough left in those fire extinguishers.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been really putting them to good use here as they come through that balloon arch that the winds are playing havoc with.
And it's to watch the fire extinguishers go off, you can really see how much the wind is just swirled
exactly.
down there on the field.
Yeah, again, it appears like the wind is coming directly out of the north again right now, again, as I look off to our left side of the flag, and the flag continues to be straight out. Yep, a lot of the fire extinguishers are being extinguished as we speak, JJ.
I'm not sure who sponsors that for the homecoming, but that's just cool.
Yeah, it is. Super cool. 8 different fire extinguishers out there for all of the homecoming court.
Make sure you tune in for the Source Julian post-game show. We'll have Coach James Wagner here for an interview, hopefully in a little bit better mood than we've had the last couple weeks. All right, here comes the big announcement. Noah Duman, and I think they said Maggie Windsor was the queen. But we know Noah Dumont. Ranger?
So,
okay. So, Miss Ranger is the queen, and Noah Dumont is your homecoming king. Maggie Ranger, congratulations to the whole homecoming court. Homecoming was so much fun. I remember when I was a kid because there's so many festivities and the dance is usually Saturday night. If you can get a Saturday afternoon game before the dance, that can be fun too.
It can be, yeah, but also doing all the festivities of classes versus classes, freshmen, sophomore, and junior, seniors competing in games against each other. Just, it's a whole lot of fun for sure.
So while they're getting the homecoming court situated and pictures taken, there's still 1:30 on the clock. We imagine both teams will be out to stretch shortly. We'll step aside real quick and come back with second half predictions. You're listening to UpNorthSportsRadio.com.
Jimmy John's is proud to support TC West football. Try the new Jimmy John's Mediterranean chicken or veggie wraps. So healthy and so delicious. Pair it with a side of pita chips with Sabra roasted red pepper hummus. With lots of classic favorites or the new wraps menu, there's so much to love at the 2 Jimmy John's locations in Traverse City. Easy to pick up, and of course they always deliver freaky fast. The player and parent of the game is presented by Jimmy John's of Traverse City. Source Julienne is Traverse City's fireplace expert, the only dealer to offer the entire line of Cozy Heat fireplaces. Whether gas or wood burning, indoor or outdoor, Cozy Heat has a traditional or modern option that Source Julienne can help you design and install to make your northern Michigan home or retreat something truly special. Imagine all the lazy days and magical nights in front of your custom-built Cozy Heat fireplace. Visit SourceJulienne.com and transform your home.
It's been said that no American can go through a day without using a product grown or produced in Michigan. Well, if you live in Michigan, you shouldn't go through a day without the protection of Farm Bureau insurance. I'm Ben Amon, Farm Bureau. We serve only Michigan, so we know what Michigan needs. We know and we understand you. We protect you. For pure Michigan-based protection, call me, Ben Amon, in Traverse City at 231-735-3127. Or Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company, 231-735-3127.
As the last locally owned new car dealer in Traverse City, Williams Chevrolet is proud to support the Traverse City Titans and all the hardworking folks here in TC. That's Williams' main focus, taking care of our fellow Michiganders and making friendships every day. Williams stocks the most popular brands, Honda, Kia, and Chevrolet, and the Chevy lineup includes a huge stock of rugged Silverados, Blazers, and Equinox. So visit Williams on US 31 or always at WilliamsChevy.com.
Your home team works hard to win on game day. Nicolet Bank works hard to manage your money every day. Score big and get paid with better checking. Earn up to 3.00% annual percentage yield with Real Rewards Checking. If you don't earn money with your current checking account, it's time to switch. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com or talk to your neighborhood team today. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations. Member FDIC.
Michigan Trailers near Chum's Corners is having an end of the summer sell down right now. Over $5,000 off of the tremendous selection of trailers in stock and ready to roll. All prices are clearly marked on over 150 units. The best selection of utility trailers plus the best service, parts, and accessories, all at Michigan Trailers on US 31 South across from Menards in Traverse City. Visit in person or online 24/7 at MichiganTrailers.com. Let's go Titans!
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. JJ Rao, Rich Calkins, homecoming as your Traverse City West Titans lead the Mount Pleasant Oilers 18-13. Rich?
Yeah, and what was really cool about that first half too, JJ, again with this West leading 18-13, a lot of it was accomplished through the air. You know, it wasn't just ground and pound and all of that and big holes. It was both teams, the Duromedy kid and, of course, Owen Hendricks for West, able to get outside the pocket, throw the ball through the air again on a tough and swirling wind night, and receivers coming up with big catches and moving the chains, and just was really a very great first half of football to be able to call for our listeners.
Now, big question, Rich. We got a second half to play. Titans up by 5. I don't have to take my shoes off to do that math.
Right.
What do the Titans got to do to keep that lead and extend it?
Yeah, well, again, I love that rolling out those safe passes, some of them across the middle, some of those out routes, and you put it in the hands of your playmakers. But again, there's going to be adjustments made by each team defensively. So you know what I mean? So there's good who can out adjust the other one. And sometimes, you know, you play chess, some others play checkers. But again, keep up with the adjustments on the defensive side. But again, you just keep moving the ball and punching it in the end zone to let everything else take care of itself.
Titans won the Nicolay Bank kickoff at the start of the game, so they have deferred to the second half and will receive Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations. Check out what Nicolay Bank has to offer at nicolaybank.com. The Oilers are ready to kick, and here come your fighting Titans.
JJ, even though we didn't need to bring the Williams car this week with us to the home game, but we do appreciate the new partnership that we have with them.
Yes, moving forward, Rich and I, whenever we head out of town to follow the Titans, we'll be in a brand new vehicle from the good folks at Williams Chevrolet, located right next to the Grand Traverse Mall, serving all of northern Michigan and the eastern UP. Traverse City's hometown, locally owned Chevy dealer. There's the whistle. Here comes the kick. And they're going to put it off to the left, try to keep it away from Drew Esper wisely, and they do. Here come the Titans. They'll bust it up the center and bring it out to about the 29-yard line.
Hard to tell who that was, JJ, but
I've got Drake in
Jacob
Terreri.
Was it? Is that who you had? Okay.
32 in Terreri.
Okay. Good. I wasn't sure 32 or 12. And so, again, our eyes aren't as good as they used to be.
So, first and 10 from the Titans. They'll give them to the 30. As we start the second half, Esper. I'm sorry. I get Hendricks and Esper confused for some reason. Hendricks lines up. He's got Mink to his right. There's the snap. Hendricks will keep it up the right side. There he goes. Bust loose. Owen Hendricks over the 50 to the 40. Wow. Owen Hendricks with a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down all the way to the Oiler 35-yard line.
How do you like that read option run right out of the gates by Owen Hendricks, and he scampers for a huge run to open up the second half. 35-yard run by Owen Hendricks there.
So here come the Titans deep into Oiler territory, starting on the 35. First play of the second half and a first down.
Good job by that offensive line, opening up a huge hole once again.
Hendricks has Sowers behind him. Esper in motion. There goes Esper. Hendricks gets it to... No, he fakes it. Hendricks shakes one, puts it in the air, and incomplete.
Man, I tell you what, Owen Hendricks did everything he could to get out of that sack because he was almost wrapped up for a big loss in the backfield, but only his elite athleticism allowed him to get out of that sack and throw an incomplete pass. That was a good incompletion.
Way to shed a tackle and get us to 2nd and 10.
Right, getting out of trouble.
Hendricks has him in tight. It's contagious. Hands off to Sowers, off the left side. Sowers bounces left, bounces right, and he's going to get 4 yards for a 3rd and 6.
I tell you, Charlie Sowers hasn't ran a lot tonight, but when he's ran, he's done a really nice job.
Just under 11 to go in the third quarter.
3rd and 5 right here. We're in 4-down territory, I do believe.
Mink checks into the game. He'll line up right behind Hendricks. Strong side right. And Hendricks pulls it back. He'll keep it. Hendricks That's a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down.
That's right. Move those chains. We love it when we have the ball.
Shop online anytime or get a Fox Cash offer for your vehicle at FGTFord.com. And Owen Hendricks continuing to add to his rushing tally tonight.
What do we got going on here, Jay? We got a little conversation. The referees getting together and chatting about something. It could be they are asking which of the dinner locations are open late tonight. They want to make sure that they're saying roughly we should be out of here by 10 o'clock. So where do you want to go? Okay.
I think they were discussing the first down.
Okay. I'll go along with that as well.
As Charlie Sowers checks back into the game on first down.
Ball now at the 25-yard line of Mount Pleasant. This is the initial drive of the second half. 10:36 to go in the third. Titans up 18-13.
Sowers to the left. They'll hand it off. Owen Hendricks will keep it. Cuts inside the 20 and will get knocked out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And that's a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down.
Move those chains once again, chain gang.
I'm getting better. He keeps fooling me. I think he's handing it off, and then they go.
He does such a great job with the read option right there, putting it in the belly of the running back and then pulling it back out. So that the Mount Pleasant defense thinks he has it as well. Nope. With QB keeper again.
Yes, he does. He'll get it inside the 10-yard line for second and looks like about 5.
Interary was in there at running back that time. He didn't look like he handed it off to Interary. And now Cameron Mink coming back.
He threw me for a loop. I'm trying to, if I'm the opposing team, I'm trying to, who's that? What is...
Exactly. No, it's tough, but he picked up 5 yards on first down. 2nd and 5. Ball now inside the 10 of Mount Pleasant at the 9.
9:50 to go. Hendricks takes the high snap, keeps it on his own. And Owen Hendricks will get it down to the 5-yard line, just shy of the first down.
That's right. Will be 3rd and short, 3rd and about a yard. Ball going to be placed at the left hash. Brady Vaughn in there again, his first game all year.
That feels so good to say.
It does. It really does. Brady, of course, an all-state wrestler from last year as well. He's been a 3-year starter on varsity here for football.
So here come the Titans, and we're going to get a whistle and I think a timeout from the Oilers sideline.
That's right. Their coach is halfway out onto the field.
Yes, he is.
Not happy.
While they take a timeout, we'll take a TVCAirport.com timeout on Up North Sports Radio.
When it's time for a change, head to J-Lube, where Northern Michigan changes their oil. With 4 clean, convenient locations in TC and Williamsburg and a handy, knowledgeable staff, J-Lube is ready to keep you rolling. They check all the fluids, filters, and get you back on the road in 20 minutes or less. You also get a free car wash certificate, so your outside is as ship-shape as your insides. Open 8 to 6 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. It's J-Lube for a change that'll keep your car or truck running like it should. Visit jlubeservices.com for your nearest location.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. J.J. Rowell, Rich Calkins as the Titans are marching down the field to start the second half. 3rd and 1 with the ball on the 5.
Yeah, what's nice, again, West can spread you out with that read option. You know, I wouldn't expect the ball to be thrown in the air. So do you do that and put it in the air? But I would think not. Cameron Mink in there at the running back next to Owen Hendricks.
Hendricks going to go off. Mink has the ball. Hendricks just shy. He gets the Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down and brings it down within 1 yard of the end zone.
Hurry up offense now by West. Owen Hendricks has already scored 2 TDs tonight. Is he going for a third?
And he does. Owen Hendricks, his 3rd touchdown for homecoming.
His second 1-yard run touchdown. touchdown lengthwise, but his third overall as West lengthens that lead 24-13.
The bleacher creatures going crazy down below. Charlie Sowers checks into the game for Cameron Mink. Looks like no swinging gate for the Titans. Which that in and itself is just different.
Yeah, it is, exactly. That's a different wrinkle, but still going for two.
Esper and Core split out wide. Hendricks rolls, looks.
Gonna throw it.
Puts one in the air. It's caught.
Oh, but just kept out of the end zone is Bennett.
Boy, it looked to me like he caught it in the end zone, but I'm not right down there, so I can't make
Ball's
the opinion.
got to cross it, but man, Noah Bennett, great catch, but just short, so no good on the 2-point conversion.
Titans up by 11, 24-13 on Up North Sports Radio.
Source Julienne is Traverse City's fireplace expert, the only dealer to offer the entire line of Cozy Heat fireplaces. Whether gas or wood burning, indoor or outdoor, Cozy Heat has a traditional or modern option that Source Julienne can help you design and install to make your Northern Michigan home or retreat something truly special. Imagine all the lazy days and magical nights in front of your custom-built Cozy Heat fireplace. Visit SourceJulienne.com and transform your home.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. J.J. Rowell, Rich Calkins, the first opening offensive drive for the Titans in the second half. Brings the clock down to 8 minutes and 53 seconds and a Titan score.
Yeah, that's exactly right. An 11-point lead now for West. 2-score lead. That is huge for this team. Now they can certainly play good aggressive defense and play loose.
There's Leask with the kickoff. And that one's going to go low but far. To the 10, looks like it touched a hand, but they say no and call a touchback.
Ball went into the end zone. This side judge here, no response whatsoever, but again, that ball should come out to the 20 for Mount Pleasant.
It does, so the Oilers will get a 1st and 10 with 80 to go. Bleacher creatures still on their feet, still going crazy. We don't look down below us much, Rich, but man, are the home side stands just packed.
Exactly, and the people that are watching online, I don't want them to think that, again, across the way is the Mount Pleasant fans and stuff that came here. Our side, if we could show the camera down below, they are jam-packed.
Oilers, 2 splits to the left. They'll snap it, hand it off, run up the left side. And Drew Esper drags him down after a 5-yard gain.
Remember, they found something in that second quarter, did Mount Pleasant, running the ball with number 24 for Mount Pleasant. He had some huge holes that he scampered away for a touchdown.
So he'll get 6 and a 2nd and 4 for Mount Pleasant.
That number 24, of course, Cole Phillips, 5'7", 160. But they have some bruisers back there as well when need be.
Passes one out to the flats. That's caught.
And Warner in on the tackle right near the first down marker. It's going to be short, going to be a yard shy.
So 3rd and 1 for the Oilers.
Good job, Chance Warner over there in coverage.
Brady Vaughn checks in on defense.
Give them a little more muscle right in the middle. If they decide to run, do a little QB keeper or go with one of their big backs.
Here come the Oilers. They decide to go up the middle and across Brady Vaughn, who pushes him back.
They're going to give him forward progress, and I think they're going to mark it right at the 30 for a first down.
They gave it to him.
Nothing more than that, that's for sure.
Interior line for the Titans right now, Brady Vaughn and Brandon Dean.
Mount Pleasant, no hurry at all. Still a lot of time left. 7:20 to go in this third quarter. Your Titans are up by 11, 24-13.
This time they'll pass it out to the flats off the hands of the intended receiver, Riley Olson, 2nd and 10.
Yep, that'll stop the clock at 7:09 in the third with an incomplete pass. 72, Roman Leask checking back in as Brandon Dean will sit down. Again, the only sophomore on varsity this year is Brandon Dean. Also along that defensive front, big number 50, Jackson Gallagher, who has had a monster game, now playing that left defensive end.
Power to the left. That's the wide side. They drop back to pass, put one up in the air.
Oh, man.
Oh, off the tips of fingers. Aiden Griffiths, 10 on 10, and the Titans will win that one.
That must be when they call matchup defense, JJ, where you match up with the number of your opponent and cover them all over. That's what they mean by matchup.
Oh, and we've got a flag in the backfield. Yep, that'll be holding on the offense.
Coach Wagner deciding it
He'll
would
decline.
Be 3rd and 10, so yeah, 3rd and 10 instead of giving them another chance on 2nd down.
I'd rather have 3rd and 10 than
Yep.
2nd and 15.
Yep. So Mount Pleasant needs to get to the 40. They're on their side of this football field. 7:04 to go in the third. Again, Titans up by 11, 24-13. It's been a very entertaining homecoming game 2024.
There's the man in
Oh,
motion
and
for the
we got
Oilers.
people jumping.
Offside.
They're gonna say illegal motion, illegal procedure, false start. 7 different ways to say that he moved early.
Or as the bleacher creatures would say, you can't do that.
That's right. But what that's going to mean is 3rd and 15 now. Back to the 25 for Mount Pleasant.
You know, I like that better than 3rd and 10, so I'll take a 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
3rd and 15. There they put the man in motion. Fake the handoff. Put one out to the flats. That's caught, blocked, and brought just back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, usually Mount Pleasant
on the tackle.
They've been punting this away, and looks like they're going to do it again. At least they're going to look like they're going to punt. Watch for the fake.
That's a long ways to fake one. 4th and 9, ball on your own 31.
But again, you do it when they are in these between the 30s. It is a chance to do it, and it all depends on what you see on film.
Esper and Core, low snap off the turf, but he gets it off. And that's going to take an Oiler bounce.
Stay away. Yep.
So with 6:20 left to go in the third quarter, Titans will take over from their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, solid field position once again. Remember, opening drive of this third quarter, they drove down the field, JJ, and punched it in once again. This offense is into a rhythm now. We really like it when the offense is clicking like this.
Feel the rhythm.
It is a beautiful thing.
Looks like Esper will check in as the lone running back. New formations from Coach James Wagner all the time. Esper with the handoff. Big hole on the left side. And Drew Esper brings it up to the 45.
They're going to mark
2nd down.
Yeah, just short of the line to gain, as the fancy word is now for to get the first down marker. The line to gain, JJ. So, a yard short.
You talk about adjustments from week to week, and this week we're seeing some very different formations out of the Titans. Esper again in the backfield with a yard to go. He gets it. Drew Esper, he'll bring it across for a Fox Grant Traverse Ford Lincoln first down.
Yeah, he's been purely getting the ball from that slot position, coming in motion a lot this year. So I don't remember him being lined up behind or next to Owen Hendricks all year long.
I don't think the Oilers do either.
Yeah, they're like, what's 24 doing back there? He's supposed to be in the slot or at the receiver position, which he's lined up now.
He does, and Cameron Mink will come in, take that running back spot. Ball on the 47. There's the snap, takes the handoff, and Mink gets tangled up, but they'll give him 2.5 and 2nd down. No, the whistle's blown, son. This play's over.
That's right. West really running the ball a lot. Now with this 2-score lead,
Chew the clock.
Coach Wagner, because again, with that lead, he feels he can still move the chains and eat up a whole lot of clock here with that 11-point lead.
2nd and 7 on the board. Cameron Mink in the backfield. Colton Core split out all by himself. There's the snap. This time they give it to Mink again, and he'll push his way right up behind good old Brady Vaughn.
Sure.
For 3rd and 2 for the Titans into Oiler territory.
That's a good teammate to attach yourself if you're a running back right on his hip. Brady Vaughn, a very strong lad there, spends a lot of time in that weight room. 3rd and 2, JJ. I do believe West is in 4-down territory.
There's a snap. He gives it to Mink. He cuts back up the right side.
I think he's going to get it. I think they're going to mark it.
They do. That's a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln 1st down.
Just enough. A yard to spare by Cameron Mink on that Fox Motors 1st down.
Shop online anytime or get a Fox Cash offer for your vehicle at FGTFord.com. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Titans marching 1st and 10.
Remember, once again, Titans in their home greens and Mount Pleasant in their road whites here at Thurlby Field.
There's the snap to Hendricks. He'll hand that off, and Mink.
They were waiting that time. Wait, we have a flag.
We're going to get offsides.
Yeah, they're going to say that false start by West that time. They're going to move them back 5.
So that'll be a 1st and 15. .330 to go in the 3rd. Titans up 24-13. Hendricks. He'll hand that one off. They go off the left side, and they'll bring that back to the line, just short of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be 2nd and 11. Cade Laurent, the ball carrier.
Yeah, they're monitoring the snaps of what Brady Vaughn is doing tonight. You know, obviously with it being his first game and getting into playing shape still, so they're going to monitor those snaps.
Oh, and they're going to give that one back. Offsides on the defense.
Yep, we're going to get a free 5 yards. What you say is thank you very much. Helps with the play calling now as it's still 2nd down. But 2nd and a long 5 for West. Ball now at the 38-yard line.
Sowers back in the game. They'll hand it off to Sowers. He hits the line. No, Hendricks.
Wow.
Faked me out. And Owen Hendricks gets the Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln 1st down.
Well, because Sowers just such a nice job of carrying out the fake. He acts like he has the ball, but Owen Hendricks picked up another Fox Motors 1st down.
So that'll bring it to the 31-yard line with 2:30 to go in the 3rd. Esper and Core lined up to the left. Hendricks drops back to pass, puts one in the air to Colton Core. That's caught at the 25 and taken out of bounds at the 20.
I love it. Great job by that West offense because what a cushion that Colton Core was good. The defensive back was off of him by 10 to 15 yards that time. That's an easy pitch and catch. Owen Hendricks to Colton Core.
For a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln 1st down. Ball on the 20.
This is a great possession by West. Just eating up all kinds of time, moving those chains, and matriculating down the field.
Did you just say matriculate?
I did.
Hand off to Sowers this time. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage before he's wrapped up.
I believe Super Bowl winning coach Hank Stram from the Kansas City Chiefs back in the 60s said that word. So I'm bringing back the past, JJ. Well, you never know what's going on up in this brain here, buddy. Matriculating down the field.
2nd and 10 for the Titans.
It's scary what's up there, JJ. Clearing out all the cobwebs now.
I might have to Google that word. Mink in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, cut inside, break one tackle, break another. Mink's loose. Here he goes. Cameron Mink, touchdown!
A 20-yard scamper by Mink for a touchdown.
Titans now up 30-13.
Junior Cameron Mink, what a great job with that 20-yard touchdown run as West goes up 30 to 13? 30-13. They took
30
the
to
score.
13. Right.
They took the score off for a minute. I need all the help I can get.
This time, West will line up in the swinging gate. Got Hendricks and Mink in the backfield. Are they going to go for it? Appears they are. They put it out there, pass it, and that was incomplete to Noah Bennett. But the Titans still lead with 1:19 to go in the second. We'll be back, or the third, and we'll be back on Up North Sports Radio.
Jimmy John's is proud to support TC West football. Try the new Jimmy John's Mediterranean chicken or veggie wraps. So healthy and so delicious. Pair it with a side of pita chips with Sabra roasted red pepper hummus. With lots of classic favorites or the new wraps menu, there's so much to love at the 2 Jimmy John's locations in Traverse City. Easy to pick up, and of course they always deliver freaky fast. The player and parent of the game is presented by Jimmy John's of Traverse City.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com, and Mr. Cameron Mink scampers in
from 20 yards out for another Titan touchdown as they take the lead 30-13 over Mount Pleasant.
Roman Leisk, the defensive-offensive lineman.
Yes.
Slash kicker. Slash nose
We always
tackle.
put our biggest kids as kicker the last couple of years, remember?
We do. Remember
last year with
there's the kick.
Down at Michigan State now. I saw him on the sideline.
That one's loose, but he picks it up.
He's down at the 10, though, because in high school, that knee touches, you're down.
Kyler Brunin, that's who we're talking about.
Kyler Brunin was our kicker last year. They're like, all right, big guy. Let me see. Roman Leisk, get in there. You're kicking this year.
The difference between Leisk and Brunin was it was all leg. There was no run up to that ball. It was just boot, and it went a long ways.
Yep, for sure. So they're officially going to mark the possession to start at the 11-yard line for Mount Pleasant. 1:16 to go in the third quarter. Titans up 30-13 here, homecoming 2024.
As Fox will check into the game for a 4-man front. They'll shuffle up there, but it's still 4. Under center are the Oilers. You don't see that much. They're going to a power I, and that power doesn't go very far.
No, it does not. About a yard, maybe 2.
Seen a lot of frustration on that Oiler sideline and on their side of the ball tonight.
They're coming into this game with a 3-game winning streak, and I think Coach McIntyre and the rest of the coaching staff, I don't know if they're upset because of the lack of execution or what the deal is, but yeah, there certainly has been a lot of that, JJ.
Here's that power I. Fake, handoff, there's the pass.
Oh, right there. Not fooled at all.
Not fooled at all. Carson Toothman takes him down, although they'll get a 5-yard gain for 3rd and 5.
Yeah, but Tyler McGee, the receiver / running back coming out of the backfield, 5'10", 210. And Carson Toothman is nowhere near that size and took him down with ease.
So it looks like they're going to
run out the third quarter.
And they do at the end of 3. Titans up 30-13. Happy homecoming. You're listening to UpNorthSportsRadio.com.
It's been said that no American can go through a day without using a product grown or produced in Michigan. Well, if you live in Michigan, you shouldn't go through a day without the protection of Farm Bureau insurance. I'm Ben Amon, Farm Bureau. We serve only Michigan, so we know what Michigan needs. We know and we understand you. We protect you. For pure Michigan-based protection, call me, Ben Amon, in Traverse City at 231-735-3127. Or Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company, 231-735-3127.
As the last locally owned new car dealer in Traverse City, Williams Chevrolet is proud to support the Traverse City Titans and all the hardworking folks here in TC. That's Williams' main focus, taking care of our fellow Michiganders and making friendships every day. Williams stocks the most popular brands, Honda, Kia, and Chevrolet, and the Chevy lineup includes a huge stock of rugged Silverados, Blazers, and Equinox. So visit Williams on US 31 or always at williamschevy.com.
Welcome back to UpNorthSportsRadio.com. Start of the fourth quarter. Titans lead 30-13.
That has a nice ring to it, JJ, when you say that.
Yes, it does. Oilers with the ball deep in their own territory, 3rd and 5, and they're on their own 16.
Obviously, West enjoying the home cooking here tonight at Thurlby. Again, extra benefit of being homecoming as well.
Oilers have 2 split wide. Roll out for a pass, put one in the air, and that's caught and taken out of bounds at the 19 for a first down for the Oilers.
That's a tough throw for a right-hander. You're rolling left.
26, sorry.
And you got to twist your body to absolutely complete that pass, and that's a tough way to go. So
and under pressure because Braden Popa had him in his sights. So that'll be 1st and 10 from the 23. 11:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Ooh, and that was ball loose on the turf. Oh, sorry, we forgot to flip it back. So no good on that handoff. That'll be 2nd and 17. Titan fans, make sure you stay tuned to the Source Julian post-game show. Coach James Wagner will join us with the Fox Motors Motivated Player of the Game and the Jimmy John's Player and Parent of the Game for homecoming. 11 to go in the game. 2nd and 17. There's the snap. They'll fake it. Roll out pass. Put one in the air. No good. So that'll be 3rd down.
Of course, with that incomplete pass, that does stop the clock. JJ at 11:04 to go here in the fourth quarter with your Titans up 30-13. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 17 for Mount Pleasant. Ball on their own 16-yard line.
Play clock running. Oilers still doing substitutions.
If the clock were running, I would think they'd be moving a little faster for sure, but since the clock was stopped with that incomplete pass, they're taking their time.
10 seconds on the play clock. Takes the shot, drops back, looking for an open man. No one there. He's in trouble and under pressure and
Nice
taken
job.
down at the 19-yard line. 4th and 15 for the Oilers.
Noah Bennett in number 7 along that defensive front doing a great job. Taking down the Mount Pleasant quarterback, Deromedy, once again is going to force Mount Pleasant into another punt.
Drew Esper falls back with Colton Core to about the 50-yard line as the punter for the Oilers is almost in his own end zone. Torrey Gagney Jr., there's the kick. He gets it off, and that beautiful spiral that you love so much, Rich.
Oh, yeah, good
Titans going to
bounce.
let it go, and it takes a horrible bounce for the Titans. We'll take over at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, they flip field position on that punt. You don't see that in high school a ton, but yeah, that was a heck of a punt. Like you said, when the punter's backed up, with the goal line right behind his feet, and he flipped the field position. But hey,
I don't think Colton Core and Drew Esper are baseball players. Because neither of them called that ball,
right?
And both of them thought the other one had it.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. As we know, outfielders and infield, you need a lot of communication out there.
Oh, Colton Core does play baseball, so should know to call the ball. Hendricks with the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll tuck it and run. Right up the center, Owen Hendricks brings it out to the 40, and that'll be 39. That'll be 2nd and 4.
Yep, just going to run the ball here as much as possible. Just take more time off the clock. Clock is running. 9:50 to go in this ball game. Titans up 30-13. It's been a well-played game by your Titan team here.
Esper in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Drew. He gets touched again, spins, and lots of flags will fly.
Yep, hold or a face mask, one of the two. Let's see.
Bennett gets up slowly. I think that might have been. It's on the defense, whatever that was.
Personal foul face mask.
Yep.
That's the big one. So it's gonna be a first down. Move those chains.
Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down. Remember, shop online anytime and get a Fox Cash offer for your vehicle at FGTFord.com. So that brings us into Oiler territory.
That's right. That's a
ball
beautiful
now marked
thing.
at the 46.
Once that clock has started once again. Play clock got a lot of time at 25. 9:18 to go in this ball game.
Alexander Scholl checks into the game. Esper and Core out wide. Intereri in the backfield. Hendricks with the snap, hands it off to Intereri, and he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're Mount Pleasant selling out the run right now for sure. If you really wanted to get them, do a play action fake like you're running the ball and throw it over their heads because everyone is selling out on the run right now.
Griffiths checks in for
Brady Vaughn in there once again at left guard, number 56.
Intereri in the backfield. He fakes the handoff. Hendricks goes back, shakes one. He's loose. There goes Hendricks. Shakes another. He's on his own now. Over the 40. And he slides safe at third for a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln third down. And I agree there should be some flags on that play. Here comes Coach Wagner.
Yeah, he's going to tell the side judge, you got to protect the quarterback.
He slides. You can't hit him.
That's right. Yep, he's going to go right up to the side judge and ask him, say, hey, sir.
Explain to me this lack of decision. What did you see?
Protect my quarterback.
We finally taught him to slide.
Right. On the slip and slide. Going to be under 8 minutes to play in this game.
Brandon Dean in at center now. Intereri in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Intereri. Goes right up the middle.
Oh, right up the middle.
And
wow.
just runs him down. Intereri with a 7-yard gain for second down.
Man, that was a huge hole right over the center right guard that time. Great overall performance here by West. What a great bounce back game. West won their first 3 games, lost their next 3, and then now look to be going to salt this away to get back on that winning side of things.
Against a 4-2 Oilers who were on a win streak.
You bet. No, this is all going to be good. Mount Pleasant is a Division III team. West a Division
Hendricks
II.
on his own. Cuts inside across the 20. And Hendricks just creamed out of bounds.
The way he got taken down, that is a dangerous tackle.
He's up and bounced up quick, so that's a good sign. But
no, when they crumple up like that, that's an easy way to be pulling some things.
Absolutely no.
And Owen Hendricks he's limping off, staying on the sideline there. Because when you're brought down from behind as like almost a horse collar type tackle there, it really just puts a whole lot of stress on that body. That is not normal.
So 1st and 10 for the Titans. Hendricks does get the first down. Ball on the 14.
Noah Bennett in there at quarterback.
I was wondering who. I wasn't seeing any
He's as a wildcat quarterback right there, where he's going to run it.
For about a yard.
Cameron Mink checking in. Let's see if they get some playing time to Jacob Banish, who is your standard backup quarterback.
I haven't seen him come in.
Nope, I have not either. See if they keep Bennett in there again as a wildcat. Clock continues to run, though. Under 6:20 to go. Titans up 30-13 in the final quarter here.
You see Owen Hendricks on the sideline. He's up. He's alert. He's good. They're just giving him a few minutes to breathe.
We moved early.
We moved early.
So a false start.
So that's going to be 3rd and 14 for the Titans. 6:07 on the clock.
I've got caught by the wind monster a couple of times tonight, JJ, walking away from my notes and my rosters, and the wind just takes them away.
We'll get a TVC Airport timeout. We'll be back on Up North Sports Radio.
Your home team works hard to win on game day. Nicolet Bank works hard to manage your money every day. Score big and get paid with better checking. Earn up to 3.00% annual percentage yield with Real Rewards checking. If you don't earn money with your current checking account, it's time to switch. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com or talk to your neighborhood team today. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations. Member FDIC.
So that'll give us 2nd and 14. Ball on the 18-yard line for the Titans. 6:07 to go in the game. Titans lead 30-13. And good news, Mom, Owen Hendricks back in the huddle. I think they were just goofing with us because he's in, and Noah Bennett.
They looked back up here and said, just kidding. But he did go out there initially before the timeout.
And we're going to get an offside again.
You're going to get, when your quarterback changes with things like that, the cadence changes, so you're going to get some of those miscommunication penalties, and that's what's happening right now with West.
So it'll still be 2nd down, but now 2nd and 19.
And here comes Owen Hendricks this time.
Along with Esper and Colton Core.
For real, no. Again, you're used to your starting quarterback and the cadence that they have all the time and everything with that. But then someone else comes in. It's a little different.
Coach Wagner trying to give some other players time on the field while when you're up 30-13, that's what you do. Hendricks puts one in the air. That's caught by Esper.
Hey, tackled in bounds, positive yardage, and keep that clock a-rolling, JJ.
2 timeouts apiece. 5:50 to go in the game.
West should have no interest. Sorry about that. Freudian slip there. Please don't excommunicate me from the booth. But should not need any timeout unless they're just in dire straits for some reason. But 5:30 to go in this contest. West up 30-13. Look at that. People in motion, JJ.
All kinds of Hendricks by himself. Drops back in the air. And just smeared was Braden Popa.
I thought 30 had jumped the route for Mount Pleasant and got the pick there, but he threw it right. Just missed it and still got all the way in, like you said, to Braden Popa there.
4th and 17 now. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Clock does stop with the incomplete pass at 5:17. 4th down, 17 to go. Obviously 4-down territory here.
Play clock crosses 15 seconds. Colton Core split out wide by himself. Drew Esper on the near side. Cameron Mink in the backfield. There's the snap. Hendricks drops back, puts one in the air. Colton Core in the corner of the end zone.
Just missed him.
Just missed Colton Core.
Looked like a little back shoulder throw that time. Really well thrown.
So that'll be a turnover on downs, and you'll see that the Oilers take over on the 19-yard line.
Yep, of course, the turnover on down, stops the clock, 5:12 to go. West just wants to continue to play tough defense, and Mount Pleasant, let's see what they do. If they're going to just try to run the ball, or they're going to try to do some of that passing game, some of those crossing routes that were successful in the first half. Haven't seen a lot of those here in the second half.
5:12 to go and 2 timeouts apiece. There's the snap. There's the reverse. Man in motion. Caught. Oh, stutter steps Cameron Mink, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
But Cameron Mink, good job staying at home over there, not falling for the old banana in the tailpipe trick, you know. And so, but again, you got to wrap up there when you go in for that tackle. You got to wrap up that big fella.
Banana in the tailpipe. 2nd and 3 now for the Oilers. Ball on the 26. Colton Core checks out. There's the snap. They come over, spread one wide, put one up in the air. Does he get it? Oh, and caught by Aiden Griffiths.
What a pick by Aiden Griffiths right in front of our broadcast location, JJ. He looked like a receiver going out that and getting that because he is a receiver.
He'll catch that one, step out of bounds. 5 minutes to go, Titan ball.
Yeah, what a defensive play. West aware that they're going to try to throw. A heck of a throw by Duromedy on the deep sideline route. But I tell you, it was well played there for sure by West.
Hendricks in the game. Colton Core split to the near side. They give it to Mink, and he loses it. Ball on the ground, and that goes right back to the Oilers.
It does. Are they going to say it was down?
Nope,
they're not.
Turnover, and that goes back to the Oilers in Titan territory.
Wow. All right, defense going to be called upon once again at 4:53 to go. West just trying to close this game out. On the last play for Mount Pleasant, Aiden Griffiths made a heck of an interception along the sideline.
Here come the Oilers. Titans give that 4-man front. Put a man in motion. There he goes. They fake the handoff. Drop back to pass. He's in trouble.
Yeah, running out of. I tell you what, Isaiah Fox was in there. And he was putting pressure on their quarterback.
Yes, he was.
And I could say that he got held back there, and he knew it. But he was fired up because he was putting pressure on it even though he was being held.
He looked twice as big chasing down that quarterback.
He was fired up on that play.
And he's only a junior.
Yes, exactly. How many times tonight have we said about these juniors that are making these big-time plays?
2nd and 12, ball on the 49. 4:47 on the clock. There's a snap. Curls to the right for a pass. In trouble. Puts it in the air. Caught. No. That's on the turf. Drew Esper broke it up.
Boy, I tell you, Carson Toothman didn't want to be outdone there for sure as he hit Duromedy as soon as he threw it and put him on his back.
Let's talk about Jack Duncan, the junior lineman there, who was double-teamed and under the pile of 2 men who were much bigger than he was.
And you know what, JJ? Also another junior.
Yep.
Making plays.
3rd and 12. 3 to the right. They drop back to look to pass. He's in trouble again. Puts one in the air. Caught! Noah Dumont into Oiler territory. Titan ball.
He wanted a pick six in the worst way. You could tell after he caught that, he wanted to return it for the touchdown, but the intended receiver was right there and took him down. So West hoping now just to run this clock out.
Look at Coach Wagner greeting him on the sideline. So the Titans will get the ball on the 40-yard line of the Oilers with 4:34 to go.
Yeah, you're going to just see some basic run plays now, again, to run this clock out. 4:34 left in this contest.
They give it to Sowers. He goes off to the left and gets a couple yards, second down.
Let's see. I was wondering if Mount Pleasant, if they were going to use any of their timeouts, and right now it appears they are not. Defensive coordinator making their calls over there. Wes, now you just want to take off. Don't snap the ball until like 5 seconds to go, under 5 seconds to go on the play clock. As you, again, West up 30-13 here.
Ball on the 38, 4 minutes to go in the game. They give it to Sowers again. He's dragging him and dragging him. He's going to get another yard, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, West just deciding to stay that we're in a rhythm offensively. We're going to continue to snap the ball, even though there was like 20-some seconds left on the play clock still. Esper checking in. Sowers checking out.
I see one go in and 2 come out. Okay, I count 11. We're good. And my shoes are still on, so. Hendricks. Waiting for that clock, letting it run down. There's 5 seconds on the play clock.
There we go.
Gets him set, and with 2 to go, he gets it. Gives it over to Esper. He brings it out wide. Across the 30 goes Esper, and he'll get knocked out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And that's a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down.
You could see Drew wanted to kind of go down near the sideline there. But couldn't you? He wanted, obviously, to get the first down, though, as well.
He was stuck between going for it and trying to keep the clock running.
That's right. Now the clock is running here once again. You still got a lot of time on that play clock, too. Now just under 20 to go. It's hard for those linemen, though, to stay in that stance for a long time. That's why you break the huddle at about 12 to 15, and then you just are in that stance for a little bit, not a long, long time.
Hendricks,
right now, the big guys are
5 to go
cramping
on the
up.
clock. There it is. He takes a snap, hands it off.
Was that Inter or was that
was
Mink?
Intereri.
Okay.
Intereri gets 5, so that'll be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 for the Titans. Just outside of the red zone. Bodie Toki checks out of the game. In comes Brandon Dean.
Brandon Dean looks like the center of the future, again, just being a sophomore.
Jackson Gallagher on the line.
2nd and 5 for West.
There's the snap, gives it to Sowers. He heads out to the left, gets met by a whole bunch of Oilers for a few-yard loss. So that's going to be about a 3rd and 7.
Clock continues to run. 1:30 to go in this contest. So you don't have to snap the ball until about 1 minute to go in this game. Who do they want, JJ?
Can't tell. The bleacher creatures are cheering for O'Mink. They might want to change their votes.
Yeah.
And they've got Cameron Mink in the backfield lined up behind Hendricks.
You asketh, you receiveth.
William Turnquist on the outside.
There's Cameron.
There goes Mink. Turnquist blocking. And Mink will bring it down for a Fox Grand Traverse Ford Lincoln first down.
And now, JJ, West will be able to go into the most favorable position of all times, the formation of
victory.
That's right. Going to be a great homecoming victory here by West tonight.
He should only have to snap it at no more than once. The way the clock's running.
Yep. That's right. One last time here. Take it under 30, snap it, and it is over.
Owen Hendricks takes the knee, and the bleacher creatures go crazy. Homecoming, and your Titans will win 30-13. Welcome home, Traverse City West. Titans needed that.
Yeah, what a great win for this Titan team, JJ. Homecoming 2024. Really couldn't ask for a better outing here tonight.
So, as they meet at midfield to shake hands, we're going to step aside, take a quick break. When we return for the Source Julian post-game show, we'll talk about the Fox Motors Motivated Player of the Game, the Jimmy John's Player and Parent of the Game, and Coach James Wagner will join us for the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Michigan Trailer. You're listening to Up North Sports Radio.
Source Julienne is Traverse City's fireplace expert, the only dealer to offer the entire line of Cozy Heat fireplaces. Whether gas or wood burning, indoor or outdoor, Cozy Heat has a traditional or modern option that Source Julienne can help you design and install to make your northern Michigan home or retreat something truly special. Imagine all the lazy days and magical nights in front of your custom-built Cozy Heat fireplace. Visit sourcejulienne.com and transform your home. Jimmy John's is proud to support TC West football. Try the new Jimmy John's Mediterranean chicken or veggie wraps. So healthy and so delicious. Pair it with a side of pita chips with Sabra roasted red pepper hummus. With lots of classic favorites or the new wraps menu, there's so much to love at the 2 Jimmy John's locations in Traverse City. Easy to pick up, and of course they always deliver freaky fast. The Player and Parent of the Game is presented by Jimmy John's of Traverse City.
It's been said that no American can go through a day without using a product grown or produced in Michigan. Well, if you live in Michigan, you shouldn't go through a day without the protection of Farm Bureau insurance. I'm Ben Amen of Farm Bureau. We serve only Michigan, so we know what Michigan needs. We know and we understand you. We protect you. For pure Michigan-based protection, call me, Ben Amen, in Traverse City at 231-735-3127. Or Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company, 231-735-3127.
As the last locally owned new car dealer in Traverse City, Williams Chevrolet is proud to support the Traverse City Titans and all the hardworking folks here in TC. That's Williams' main focus, taking care of our fellow Michiganders and making friendships every day. Williams stocks the most popular brands, Honda, Kia, and Chevrolet, and the Chevy lineup includes a huge stock of rugged Silverados, Blazers, and Equinox. So visit Williams on US 31 or always at williamschevy.com.
Your home team works hard to win on game day. Nicolet Bank works hard to manage your money every day. Score big and get paid with better checking. Earn up to 3.00% annual percentage yield with Real Rewards Checking. If you don't earn money with your current checking account, it's time to switch. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com or talk to your neighborhood team today. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations. Member FDIC.
Michigan Trailers near Chum's Corners is having an end of the summer sell down right now. Over $5,000 off of the tremendous selection of trailers in stock and ready to roll. All prices are clearly marked on over 150 units. The best selection of utility trailers plus the best service, parts, and accessories, all at Michigan Trailers on US 31 South across from Menards in Traverse City. Visit in person or online 24/7 at michigantrailers.com. Let's go Titans!
When it's time for a change, head to J-Lube, where Northern Michigan changes their oil. With 4 clean, convenient locations in TC and Williamsburg and a handy, knowledgeable staff, J-Lube is ready to keep you rolling. They check all the fluids, filters, and get you back on the road in 20 minutes or less. You also get a free car wash certificate, so your outside is as ship-shape as your insides. Open 8 to 6 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. It's J-Lube for a change that'll keep your car or truck running like it should. Visit jlubeservices.com for your nearest location.
Source Julienne is your fireplace expert in Traverse City, the only dealer to offer the entire line of Cozy Heat fireplaces. Whether gas or wood burning, indoor or outdoor, Cozy Heat has traditional and modern options. And Source Julienne can help you design and install your custom creation and make your northern Michigan home a truly special retreat. Imagine all the lazy days and magical nights in front of your custom-built Cozy Heat fireplace. Visit Source Julienne in Traverse City or sourcejulienne.com.
Welcome to the Source Julian postgame show on UpNorthSportsRadio.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to UpNorthSportsRadio.com, where your Traverse City West Titans have brought home the victory for homecoming, 13-13 over the Mount Pleasant Oilers. Rich?
A lot of happy folks here in Traverse City, of course, as they should be, as a real dominating performance here by West. Really got things rocking and rolling, trading touchdowns early in this contest, and then just absolutely late in that second quarter, West got the go-ahead touchdown, and then they dominated that second half and just ran away with the 30-13 win tonight. We have so many candidates for the Jimmy John or the Fox Motors motivated player of the game. Of course, one of them could be Owen Hendricks. He had 125 yards rushing tonight, 3 touchdowns. He could be one of our players of the game. Jackson Gallagher could be. I mean, we got Cameron Mink. Yes, I mean,
you know, you talked about it with Coach Wagner in the pregame interview that the last couple of weeks the Titans have come out in the first of the game and come out right after halftime and had all kinds of momentum, and then it just seems to fade as the half wears on. Tonight, there was no fading. It just built and built.
It did. That's exactly great observation, JJ. Exactly. No fading here tonight whatsoever. You know, it started early on offensively and just kept that rhythm going the whole contest. So incredible outing here for sure by this West team, and so many candidates here to win the awards here tonight. Our Jimmy John's player of the game and also our Fox Motors motivated player of the game.
And you know, there's another name we didn't mention. He had limited action tonight, his first game this season, in Brady Vaughn.
Yes, exactly. What he did to that offensive line to be able to stabilize that offensive line in the rushing attack that it opened up for Owen Hendricks and Charlie Sowers and guys like that, and Cameron Mink and everybody. So, yeah, really just an incredible job overall by so many. And what we know is that we got a lot of happy players, a lot of happy coaches here, homecoming 2024.
It adds that special vibe when you've got someone like Brady that you know he's a playmaker. You know he's a leader on the field. He's one of the captains. And to have him back on the field, even as a limited because they're still only giving him a limited number of snaps.
Yes.
But moving forward, you can probably expect to see number 56's name called a lot more in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, because you saw him a little bit on the defensive side as well. So here and there. But again, like you said, he's got to get into playing shape because, again, he's been rehabbing on that knee since summertime. So, no, just really cool. And, again, the emotional boost that it gives your team was evident here tonight. As, again, now I know Coach Wagner's going to be super happy, but we're going to look to go for back-to-back wins now again next week as we welcome in Bay City Western for the Pinkout game. So enjoy this one tonight and tomorrow because of the homecoming dance. So great win by the Titans here.
All right, as the huddle is broken on the field, Coach Wagner is making his way through a sea of people, and we hope to talk to him in just a couple minutes. Stay tuned to the Source Julian post-game show on Up North Sports Radio.
Fox Grand Traverse Ford presents Pre-Owned with Peace of Mind. Fox is now a Ford Blue Advantage certified pre-owned vehicle center. That means your money back anytime during the first 2 weeks or 1,000 miles, plus a free Carfax history report, a 139-point vehicle inspection, and a 3-month, 4,000-mile comprehensive warranty. Shop our Ford Blue Advantage vehicles online at FGTFord.com or visit us on US 31 South in Traverse City.
Fox Motors, only the best.
When it's time for a change, head to J-Lube, where Northern Michigan changes their oil. With 4 clean, convenient locations in TC and Williamsburg and a handy, knowledgeable staff, J-Lube is ready to keep you rolling. They check all the fluids, filters, and get you back on the road in 20 minutes or less. You also get a free car wash certificate so your outside is as ship-shape as your insides. Open 8 to 6 Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. It's J-Lube for a change that'll keep your car or truck running like it should. Visit jlubeservices.com for your nearest location.
TCAPS is proud to introduce an exciting new high school educational program, the first of its kind for Northern Michigan. The Compass Learning Center is a personalized online and hybrid learning experience for high school students to earn their diplomas. Students can now complete their coursework on a schedule they choose. They complete the work online and drop into school when they need assistance and tutoring. Visit learningwithcompass.org or call 231-933-5890 for the details.
The construction is winding down, but we're just getting started with new fall flavors at Bay Bread Company in Traverse City. Caramel apple muffins and sweet rolls, pumpkin scones, and coffee, just to name a few. Stop in during the month of September. Buy 3, get 1 free on cinnamon rolls, sticky buns, scones, and muffins. Visit baybreadco.com for more details and upcoming baking classes. Baybreadco.com, we're baking our buns off for you every day at Bay Bread Company in Traverse City.
Some say there's no such thing as a bad pizza, but at Charles & Reed Detroit Pizza, they say only pizza perfection will do. Charles & Reed, in the alley, downtown Traverse City, has taken Detroit-style pizza to its highest form. Do you have a palate ready for adventure? Choose the unique weekly special and expand your taste buds, or get your pie made to order just for you. Dine in or call to order for pickup, 231-252-3497, Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 9. See the menu at charlesandreed.com. As soon as school is back in session, it's not too early to book your family's winter holiday travel or even your spring break getaway. Fly from TVC Cherry Capital Airport in Traverse City, your hometown airport. TVC is total value and it's convenient. Book your holiday and spring break getaways while seats last on Allegiant, American, Delta, and United. Fly nonstop to the sun. Or with just one stop, TVC gets you anywhere you want to go. Visit tvcairport.com.
Hi, this is Jason at the Camera Shop in downtown Traverse City. It's hard to believe the Camera Shop has been a staple in Traverse City now since 1938. Since taking the store over in 2008, I've evolved and expanded the Camera Shop to offer the best price, service, and product we can. As we have now for years, besides selling cameras at internet low prices, we also transfer all media to digital. Slides, old home movies, videos and audio tape, even cell phone files now. Restored and preserved for future generations to enjoy. All work is done in-house. Our newest evolution is Fusion Fine Art Framing and Gallery. We now offer full custom picture framing at our sister store located directly above the Camera Shop. Fusion Fine Art Framing and Gallery, striving to be the area's finest quality picture framer with over 6,000 options and a range of prices for anyone's budget. So just remember, for anything at all related to art, photos, or video, let us take care of your every need. The Camera Shop and Fusion Fine Art Framing and Gallery, where quality and service still exist.
At Nicolay Bank, we know that it takes a lot to run a business, from managing cash flow to keeping a pulse on your financial health. We're focused on making your banking experience effortless so you can focus on running your business. We work with you to understand your needs and build personalized solutions. With the right mix of banking services and fraud prevention solutions, we can empower your business to grow and reach the next level. NicolayBank.com. Real people, real conversations.
Jimmy John's is proud to support TC West football. Try the new Jimmy John's Mediterranean chicken or veggie wraps. So healthy and so delicious. Pair it with a side of pita chips with Sabra roasted red pepper hummus. With lots of classic favorites or the new wraps menu, there's so much to love at the 2 Jimmy John's locations in Traverse City. Easy to pick up, and of course they always deliver freaky fast. The player and parent of the game is presented by Jimmy John's of Traverse City. Michigan Trailers near Chum's Corners is having an end of the summer sell down right now. Over $5,000 off of the tremendous selection of trailers in stock and ready to roll. All prices are clearly marked on over 150 units. The best selection of utility trailers plus the best service, parts, and accessories, all at Michigan Trailers on US 31 South, across from Menards in Traverse City. Visit in person or online 24/7 at michigantrailers.com. Let's go Titans!
To IllinoisSportsRadio.com, the Source Studio and Post-Game Show. Time for the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Michigan Trailers. Michigan Trailers has always focused on delivering excellent value and service to every customer. You'll always find the best value for your hard-earned money at MichiganTrailers.com. Now to Rich Calkins and Coach James Wagner.
That's right. Thanks, JJ. And boy, we have one happy coach here, that is for sure, as forever in the memory books and all the history books. Coach, a 30-13 win on homecoming 2024.
Yeah, what a night for the Titans here, and just an outstanding job by these kids. I'm so proud of them. I mean, just been through a little bit of the ringer here in the last 3 weeks, and for them, I mean, could have been so easy for them to check out after a 0-3 skid, and for them to be able to, I just continued to challenge them to stay locked in, stay focused. There's things that we needed to fix, and we just needed to practice a little bit harder and just be disciplined on some things and practice. And I just know we're a dangerous team when we do the things that we're supposed to do. And tonight we did a lot of it. So that was really, really cool. So proud of this team. Man, what a win. What a win for us. It was awesome.
It was, Coach. Running the ball tonight. He did a great job unofficially, 252 yards rushing as a team.
Nice.
Owen Hendricks, 125 yards, 3 TDs.
Yeah.
Just numerous kids. And as a team, early in the first half, you guys were trading scores back and forth.
Yep.
And then you do the magical thing that you always love to do as a coach. You score late in the first half, and you're receiving the opening kickoff in the second.
Yeah, so in practice this week, we talked a lot about the dip and the lull within the games and how big the middle part of the game is. And, and even our practices, we would start our practices, really strong, and then we'd have this dip in the middle of practice, and we had these good finishes to the practices. But it was like, hey, this is our problem right here. We need to be able to centerize around the middle parts of practice and be able to accelerate through this. And, for us to be able to score at the end of the first half there like we did, and then get the ball back and go down and score. I mean, that was an exact, and we brought it up in the locker room at halftime. That's exactly what we were trying to do, and the kids were able to go out and execute. And man, my hat's off to them. They played their hearts out tonight.
Yeah, and then you just totally took over in that second half. That just was total control of holding down a good Mount Pleasant team.
Yeah. I think our low line, really stepped up tonight. Our blocking was really, really sound. Owen did a great job of running the offense tonight. I mean, he's just such a savvy player. I mean, he makes plays. He knows how to do reads very well. I mean, he's got quick feet. He can deliver the ball when he needs to in the passing game, but he's a dangerous dual threat kid. And he, I'm just so proud of him. He's been so focused and so wanting to, obviously to right the ship here in the right direction. And he's just always, he's been humble and has always put in the work that he's needed to do. Even last week, he was on, and we just were unable to make plays when we needed to. And, I just told him, hey, continue to work, continue to, do your part. And he was able to do that. And, man, a lot of kids stepped up tonight, and we were able to execute on a lot of different fronts. So, man, I was just so happy for these kids on a homecoming night for us to be able to get a win.
Yeah, Coach, again, to shut them out in that second half, hold them to 13 points, that's a great thing. Kids that kind of just right offhand that stood out. Jackson Gallagher continues to get tackles for loss. Cameron Mink and Carson Toothman and just guys like that. And it's just, unbelievable, the different group of kids that just keep getting it done. And it was really cool. Coach, you kept the secret from us. It was great to see Brady Vaughn out there tonight as well.
Now. Yeah, I had to keep that one a little bit secret because I know McDart's out there watching somewhere to get some inside information. But yeah, Brady Vaughn, man, that guy makes a huge difference within our team as a leader, as a kid that just a presence and just when he's in the game, he makes our line better. He makes our offense and defense better. He is just an excellent player, an excellent young man. I couldn't be more happier for Brady. We didn't know when we were going to get him back. We thought we might get him back for the Patriot game, but he just continued to work on getting strength in his knee, and he came back sooner than we thought, and he was healthy all the way through. And gosh, it was just awesome to see out there in pads and competing with his buddies. And that's what it's all about, So it was really, really awesome for him. And again, just awesome for him to be able to celebrate a win tonight. So
yeah, and that's what you get from a all-state wrestler as well.
Yeah.
You got those guys are disciplined. They they work hard and they're able to block out that pain mechanism and just move on for sure. Coach, again, so many different candidates tonight that we could do for our Fox Motors Motivated Player of the Game. But Drew Esper, incredible job by him tonight. The junior has been starting since his sophomore year last year. Was all Saginaw Valley, and tonight really stepped up. He was an 87, almost 90-yard kick return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Really jump-started that team.
Yeah, and it was a jump start. We had given up a score, and we needed a response. And Drew kind of had an off week last week, and we had a conversation, and just like, hey man, you gotta be able to respond this week. Like, you are an excellent player. You know that. I know that. Like, just do your thing and continue to fight for what you're wanting. And man, once he got the ball in his hands, he took it. I mean, that was the play on the kickoff return there that I was like, man, just let it go out. And then he grabbed it, and it's like, well, Drew's got the ball.
Right.
You do Drew things.
Never
Go
a
ahead.
bad
yeah,
thing.
It's never a bad thing. So, yeah, he's well deserving. I mean, he is an anchor of our team and just a guy that just makes plays whenever the ball's in his hand or when he's on defense. So, just an outstanding game for Drew, and super proud of him to be able to respond from last week.
And it really stood out to us up here. He's running so fast, but yet he doesn't look like he's moving fast. Yeah. But you see him churning up and running next to them by guys. It's so deceptively fast.
Yeah. He's a glider. He's got deceptive speed, but he's smart when he's running, and that helps him with his speed too. Like, he knows how to set up blocks. He knows when to turn on the jets, when to slow down. Like, it's not always one speed with him.
Yes.
He just knows how to accelerate at the right times, and that's what makes him great. He just understands the game. So, yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome to have on the team. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, great game by him. Now, Coach, you get to choose, of course, the Jimmy John's player of the game.
Yeah. I'd have to say Cam Mink had a great night tonight, and him getting his first varsity touchdown. Excellent job by Cam. Super proud of him, and he's just getting better and better. He's a junior that's continuing to get more and more playing time and on both sides of the ball, and he just runs downhill. I mean, when he gets the ball in his hands, it's physical, and it's a different style of running when it's in his hands. So it's just really cool, and he broke that one. It was kind of on actually a broken play. We had the alignment wrong in our formation, and it ended up working out. And it's one of those plays of like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, wait. It worked out, So,
hey, we'll have to look into that for next week, too.
I was like, well, let's run that again. So, no, it was awesome. And Cam he's an excellent young man that's getting better as a football player. So, yeah, he's well deserved.
And his parents then will get the Jimmy John's Parents of the
Yes,
Week as well. All right. Well, Coach James Wagner, great win. Now next week's get to stay right here at Thurlby Field, and Bay City Western comes to town.
Yeah, Bay City Western, they're going to be big. They like to run the ball. And they're going to be tough. I mean, again, anyone in our league, it's a game that you can win or lose, and we got to get better, fix the mistakes. Going into film tomorrow, but it's a homecoming win for us tonight, and we'll celebrate this one, and we'll start getting ready for them tomorrow during film a little bit. But we'll see what we got. We're healthy, and that's a good thing. And I think this team, when we're able to focus in and do the job that we're being asked to do, I mean, they're a dangerous team. So yeah, excited for this team, excited for the next game here, and but again, to recap, just super proud of these guys, and just so blessed to be a Titan tonight. So
yeah, no doubt about it, Coach. It was a great game to call as well. Super exciting, lots of action, and great defense as well. It just had all around great game by the Titans.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right,
Thanks,
James
guys.
Wagner, head coach of Traverse City West, after a huge 30-13 homecoming victory. Enjoy homecoming.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be going to a dance or anything. I don't know if I have a date this year or not. My wife is out of town, so
okay, but.
She was watching. Okay,
the halls though, walking the hallways on Monday would be great at school.
Yeah, as always. I mean, it's. I mean, this is awesome, right? So homecoming, it's just such a school-wide thing. We had a great pep assembly today, and it just brings the school together. When football's a huge deal for school. And just being able to win on a night like this and have these guys be able to win in front of a homecoming crowd, it makes the dance so much more fun. It makes the school environment so much more positive. I mean, it's a big deal, and it's a lot of pressure on these kids, but you know what? They're focused in. They understand the job that is being asked of them, and I couldn't be more proud. I mean, just absolutely a great job by my guys tonight.
For sure. Coach, thanks for joining us on the Michigan Trailers Coaches Corner.
Yes, sir.
As always, go Titans. All right, James Wagner joining us on the Coaches Corner here on the postgame show. And you've been listening to Titan Football here on UpNorthSportsRadio.com.
This broadcast of Traverse City West Titan Sports is a production of Up North Sports Radio, a division of Blarney Stone Broadcasting.